Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's Myguyknowsaguy here on my sports predictions channel. It's time for another live NBA betting stream predictions watch party, as it says in the title now. How's it going? Sharpest chat on earth. As you can see, De'Aaron Fox has been ruled out. It's time for game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. Spurs versus Thunder, game 2. Who you got tonight? There is a poll pinned in the chat. We have been spoiled as basketball fans over the last couple of days. After a few blowouts in the second round, quite a few blowouts. Vote on who you think is going to win the game. Money line, not the spread. Who wins tonight? Spurs or OKC? I had to even things out a bit because I know if I put spread in the poll, maybe it would have had a bunch of votes on the Spurs, but I want to be completely honest as well. Yesterday was really fun. Monday was really fun. 2 epic streams. I lost my mind. The double overtime thriller on Monday. Overtime last night. 22-point comeback from the Knicks. I had some success live betting yesterday and not so much pregame. But it's been a fun conference finals so far. I truly appreciate you guys for being here. Hit the like button for me. But as I was about to say, I don't have pregame picks right now. I usually do. Sometimes I have a couple. Sometimes I have many picks on the screen pregame. I did not bet this game pregame. I might drop a bet or two right now before tip-off, but I am definitely going to live bet the game with you guys tonight. Maybe that will change tomorrow. I do anticipate a few bets that I will be placing pregame for Knicks Cavs game 2. I have, I think, 4 solid bets for that game tomorrow, pregame bets. But for today, I'm going to focus on live betting. I'm going to be here for the entire game, watch the entire game with you guys, and probably drop some live bets. I did go 2-0 with my live bets yesterday. Shout out to everyone that was here for the bets that I placed at halftime. I do want to say thank you for all of the support, all of the kind words on social media, DMs, all of that. Let me know if you're here in the chat. I'm going to open things up. And yeah, the people who are here have notifications on. I did not announce this stream anywhere. I might do that in a couple of minutes, but hey, I just wanted to see who's here. Sometimes you just have to take a step back every now and then. But best of luck with your bets. Drop your bets in the chat. I'll give you a shout out right now. This is where you'll want to be with at least a second screen during the game. Last night was just epic, man. I'm also I'm off to a pretty great start with the WNBA as well. If you know, you know. Gonna get things rolling there. I had an incredibly busy day. Now I do want to say that I did research every player on the board as I usually do. I did research the spread as I usually do. I do have some projections to share with you. I'll still take some time now. We have about 40 minutes until tip-off. I'll take some time now to at least go through the players, give you some projections as usual, give you some ideas as to where my head is at for this particular game. And hopefully we can enjoy this one once again. I want to say much love to the community. I love this community, as I've said many times in the past. Through the wins, through the losses, this is a special community. And let's get started, guys. Spurs, Thunder, game 2 tonight. Should be another great basketball game. Let me see who's here. And also, if anything happens with the stability or the connection of the stream, just leave and come right back, or just give it a couple of seconds for things to refresh. But right now, everything seems to be clear. Hey, how's it going, Tasha? How are you doing today? Hope you're feeling great. Welcome back. One of the absolute realists. She said she's taking the Spurs plus 7.5. Apologies for keeping you and everyone else waiting. And welcome back. How do you feel about the game elsewhere today, Tasha? Robert Thomas in the chat. Welcome back. He said Spurs are underdogs again. How? It's pretty crazy, actually. They've defeated OKC 5 out of the 6 meetings this season. Obviously, OKC's their back is against the wall today. It's a must-win game, but that doesn't mean that they're going to win automatically just because it's a must-win game. They have the personnel to win against anyone. But Wemby seems to have their number. Let's see how things progress today. But yeah, welcome back, Robert Thomas. Let me know if you're here. Hit the like button as well. Let's see how many people join and realize I'm going live who did not have notifications on. Christian Davis, welcome back. He said, let's go Spurs. How's it going, fam? Adam Fear says salute everyone, and my guy, let's get the bag today. That sounds like a plan, Adam. Welcome back. Robert Thomas. Thompson. Sorry, I just said your name. I saw your other comment. Chino the lock in the chat. He said, "What's up? How's it going, Chino?" Ralph. He said, "Who's everyone else betting on? I'm on Hard Rock." Welcome back to the community. Blake Severson said Thunder. I just can't see them not winning at all. Tasha said 8 points are a lot to cover. Ben Thompson, welcome back. He said, "Is Fox out?" Well, he's out now officially. They ruled him out about 10 minutes ago, as you can see on the screen. Not much else in the way of injuries for today. And my brother Jay Darby in the chat as well. How's it going, Jay Darby? Hope you're having a great day. What a game last night, man. What a game last night. Alex King said, "My guy, overtime and double overtime killed my under back-to-back nights. Am I a degenerate if I go with another under?" No, you're not a degenerate if you bet the under again today, but these are rough times for pregame under bettors. If you do like to bet pregame unders, not for player props, but for the full game total, because something has happened with the whistle and the officials, the refs over the last 2 weeks. Like 90% of the games have gone over in the last 2 weeks. We have seen an astronomical amount of foul calls over the last couple of weeks in the NBA, and things are just going over consistently recently. But hey, that doesn't mean it'll go over today. That's just a trend over the last couple of weeks. That doesn't mean that it'll happen every game. Every game is its own game. But welcome back, Alex King. Ringside, how's it going, fam? 6 Rob Stone. Yo-Yo Mendez in the chat. Will So Tang. Who else is here? Robert. Welcome back, Robert. Paul Williams. Mark Carpenter as well. I see you in the chat. Andre Rogers. How's it going, fam? Drop your bets, guys. If you have bets to share, it's okay if you if you want to keep it to yourself, but yeah, drop your bets. Drop your bets in the chat. And Redbeard, how's it going, Redbeard? Great call yesterday with selling high in game as well. So Mark Carpenter said, "I'm here for the party. Is this the place for overtime?" You guys crushed it with the overtime bets yesterday. Jared Weiss. Who else was that? I forgot. You guys crushed it with the overtime sprinkles yesterday. Big plus money. Did anyone bet the Knicks live when they were down yesterday? I read somewhere that the live odds were plus 2,800 when they were down by 22 points. So very interesting times. Star Videos, how's it going, fam? Digital Print House, welcome back. Yeah, you did very well yesterday as well. EWM community, welcome back, everyone. The sharpest chat on earth is here. Vote on the poll. I'm gonna open up my notes now. We have about 85 people watching. I'm grateful for all 85 people who are watching. Let's get to 85 likes, guys. Smash the like button for me. If you guys all hit the like button, more people will see my stream. More people will get to experience this amazing community that we have developed here. So I'm asking kindly everyone to take 1 second and hit the like button as we get prepared for the games. Benedict said he bet the Knicks at plus 700 last night for a unit that you cleared yesterday. Then you cleared. A great job, Benedict. My brother Zach Zate in the chat as well. Home renovation, Zach Zate in the chat. My bro. Mitchell Brothers. Paul Williams likes Julian Champagny over 10.5 points and assists combined. And Chet Holmgren at 14 points. And I like his points up to 17 today. Okay. Best of luck to you. And thanks for sharing. Bond Beats says, "What's up, everyone?" How's it going, Bond Beats? Star Videos likes the first half team total over 57.5 for OKC. Best of luck. Will So Tang says, "I think Alex Caruso's threes is a big play." Best of luck to you as well. Christian Davis likes Wemby double-double and Spurs plus 7.5 and SGA's points today. Best of luck to you. Robert MacLeod likes, or McLeod, sorry if I mispronounced your name, OKC first half spread. Best of luck. Ringside said, "I like the Spurs and I do see Shai shooting better to keep the game close." Okay, thanks for sharing. And best of luck. Adam Fears likes OKC on the money line. Christian Davis likes Spurs money line. Chino likes Shai 30 plus and Wemby 12 rebounds. Best of luck to every single one of you. Tasha likes Devin Vassell over 13.5 points. Best of luck, Tasha. Thanks for sharing. And yeah, so as you guys know, I am Lamont Rogers. Welcome back, fam. Long time, bro. He said, I like Case and Wallace 3+3s today. Best of luck to you as well, fam. Case and Wallace hit a big shot in that double overtime the other day, but it just wasn't enough. That was crazy. That was when I thought maybe OKC was going to steal it for just a split second. But Wemby had other ideas when he posterized Chet on the next possession and then blocked him on the possession after that. Baby food. That's what I said in my other video. Wemby, when he looks at Chet, he sees baby food. That's what he sees. My bro Flack back in the chat. How's it going, brother? He said Alex Caruso over under 9.5 points. That's wild. Oh, you're saying that's what the total is. Yeah, I kind of wanted to bet the under there. Let me get to some projections. Jay Darby likes Chet Holmgren 15 plus. Best of luck, my bro Jay Darby. EWM community said Shai's over should be money. Best of luck to everyone. And Adam Fears likes SGA's assists to go over 7. And Ben Thompson says Shai can't score on them, bro. Yeah, so if you're just joining the stream, I had more success with live bets yesterday. Today I'm going to probably have a decent volume of live bets for you. I'm going to be here for the entire game. I'll try to make sure if I do bet something live that it's during a stoppage, maybe during a timeout, the end of a quarter, or at halftime. And other than that, I'm going to go through some projections now, see if I can bet something pregame with you guys. The sharpest chat on earth. My bro Jimmy NY is back in the chat too. He was losing his mind for the Knicks yesterday. Thunder first quarter, -1.5, -125. He said, let's try this again. Best of luck. And Jay Darby likes the game to go under 219.5 with Jared McCain 6+ points. Yeah, I do remember McCain hit a couple of shots last game as well. Redbeard cashed a 3-leg bet with the live -18. Are you talking about last night? Last night? Okay, guys. Quick thoughts on the spread. I do lean towards the Spurs. I know there are, a few people betting on, the bounce back theory, which has been hit or miss, the whole zigzag bounce back theory in the playoffs. It was off to a strong start in the first round, but then things sort of waned off for the sort of bounce back zigzag theory betting in the NBA. I still have concerns about, what OKC is going to be able to do today schematically against Wemby, even with De'Aaron Fox out in this particular game. Now, if OKC were to win the game and cover, I wouldn't be surprised. They have championship pedigree. Even the people who bet the Spurs, in deep down inside, they're not going to be surprised if OKC wins or covers this game. People who are betting the Spurs, they're going with what their eyes are seeing in the moment, and I don't fault you for doing that. You have to make a case for both sides. Yes, Wemby, this is what I call him. It's not a cool nickname, but I call him the true differentiator, because it doesn't really matter if the other team is rolling or firing on all cylinders. Wemby can be an equalizer or a differentiator in any scenario, essentially, as long as they're not down by like 30 points. Something that has been amazing to see from a player development perspective has been the ability of both Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper to play beyond their years. Remember, Stephon Castle, this is only his third season? His third season, guys? Absolutely ridiculous. And then what Dylan Harper's doing, I mean, he looks like Dwayne Wade right now. He looks like D Wade. The way he's a two-way player. Might be the youngest player in the NBA. I have to double check that. So what they're able to do in terms of playing beyond their years is really impressive. Now, one might assume that they have to come back down to earth. I'm talking about Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper. When you consider that this is their first playoff, these are their first playoffs. But at the same time, this is the Western Conference Finals. One would have assumed that a couple of weeks ago if it was going to happen. They seem to be primed and ready for the moment. They did surprise me just a bit, to be able to still, thwart and resist that OKC comeback attempt. OKC almost stole that game on Monday night in game 1. OKC won the turnover battle. And their offense was more efficient in the second half. And they still lost that game against a team that was missing their floor general in De'Aaron Fox. The Spurs do have a turnover problem when Fox is not in the lineup. This actually goes back to the regular season in the minutes in which De'Aaron Fox was off of the floor. We do see an uptick in turnovers from the Spurs, but that's why I said Wemby is the true differentiator. It's difficult to look at those, even, try to factor those metrics in because of his presence alone. Stephon Castle almost single-handedly gifted OKC that game on Monday. The Spurs committed 21 turnovers, and Stephon Castle was accounted for 11 of those 21 turnovers by himself. That is an unsustainable recipe. But what he was able to provide on the defensive side of the court in terms of not confusing Shai. Shai wasn't confused, but it's almost like Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper and even Keldon Johnson at times off the bench were reading Shai's mind. They were leading him to certain spots on the floor, almost like they were purposely leading him into Wemby, who would seal off the rim at the last second. And for the first 65-70% of the game, Shai genuinely looked confused. But then he started to kick it into high gear. But unfortunately, Wemby just would not be denied. There was also a very loose whistle that day. We saw an astronomical amount of free throw attempts. It was a very scrappy game, but the competitive nature of the game is what made it a classic. Both teams were diving for loose 50-50 balls. It was an electric game in terms of effort. If you're the coaches out there, even at the youth level, probably loved that game. In terms of the effort, there weren't a tremendous amount of highlights in the first half of the game, but just the efforts, even on the OKC side, players willing to risk it all for 50-50 loose balls. I felt like everyone involved needed an oxygen mask. Now for today's game, you have to think about, did OKC waste that Jalen Williams, aka J-Dub performance? Did they waste that performance the other day? He scored 26 points in his return. He was pretty effective on both sides of the floor. Chet Holmgren was a net negative. He was destroyed by Wemby. He doesn't look very confident. We might see him have a bit of a pep in his step today, maybe a chip on his shoulder. He only attempted 7 shots in game 1. That's unacceptable for a player that was just rewarded with a max contract after an NBA Finals win last season. Chet Holmgren should play a little bit better today, but how much better? Because we have a significant sample size now to back up the fact that maybe Wemby just truly owns Chet. Some people think Wemby hates Chet. I don't think Wemby hates Chet like people think he does. I just feel like he knows that he's better than Chet, and he backs it up with his play, and he's trying to show Chet that there are levels to this. I think that the whole hatred narrative is blown a bit out of proportion. But there is one thing that the Spurs do need to clean up, and that's the turnover output today. If the Spurs lose the turnover battle again today in consecutive games, I do feel like that could be a bit too much to overcome in this particular game, because you rarely see, I have to go back and see, but we've rarely seen the OKC Thunder as currently constructed over the last 2 years in the playoffs lose an NBA playoff game when they win the turnover battle. That has actually been the strongest indicator for success for OKC over the last 3 seasons. When they win the turnover battle, they win basketball games. It's almost, you can almost chalk it up as a guarantee until Monday night when Wemby had other plans. So in my opinion, Stephon Castle is going to have to play a clean game today. Dylan Harper was also responsible for a few turnovers, and so was Wemby. A part of it was the officiating crew. They were a bit loose with the whistle on some offensive foul calls. We've seen an uptick in traveling calls in the playoffs as compared to the regular season. But yeah, just when it comes to this particular game, with their back against the wall, we've seen it a couple of times where OKC comes out and blows teams out in this particular spot. But I just can't lay the points pregame against the Spurs, even without De'Aaron Fox, with how well they've been coached, how resilient they've been, and how effective their offense has been at times as well. Going back over the last 3 games in the playoffs, the Spurs are averaging 129 points a game on average. Now, OKC are averaging 120 points a game, but the Spurs offense has been a bit more efficient, particularly in the paint because of Wemby, but not just because of Wemby, because of the way they've been attacking the rim by committee. Now, OKC, they've been shooting the three ball well. That could be a differentiator for them in this game because they've been shooting the three ball well over the last 3 games. Not so much on Monday, but it's possible that was an anomaly. They only shot, I forgot what the percentage was, but over the last 3, they're still hovering around 40% from 3 over their last 3. When you look at the turnover battle, the turnover rate of these two teams over the last 3 games, the Spurs are much worse in that category. But they've won all 3 of their. They're on a 3-game win streak, but they've been losing the turnover battle. So it just shows you how well they've been playing in other areas of the game, particularly the rebounds. Over the last 3 games, the Spurs as a team have averaged 66 rebounds a game compared to just 45 for OKC. Chet, Isaiah Hartenstein, Lou Dort, they're going to have to be better. Even their backcourt, Shai, Jalen Williams, they're going to have to crash the glass. It can't just be Alex Caruso. You guys need, the OKC needs to tighten things up in terms of the rebounding battle. Yes, Wemby has a big time advantage with his height, obviously, against everyone in the NBA, but you can still rough him up a bit. You can still box him out effectively, maybe put 2 bodies on him on the boards, make a concerted effort to do that. You have to pay attention to detail when it comes to Victor Wembanyama and the rebound and the boards on both sides of the court. The Spurs have also been cleaning up in terms of the offensive rebounds. This is going to be a very interesting game today, just like Ralph said in the chat. Mike, welcome back, fam. He said, what up, bro? Crazy night last night. Playoff atmosphere for sure. Knicks pulled through for me. Back at it. Looking to live bet. I'm leaning towards the Thunder money line for sure, but love the Spurs. Christian Davis says, nah, they have Chet on Champagny. Oh yeah, because he's asking, does Chet even guard Wemby matched up with him? Ben Thompson said Caruso on Wemby in the paint is unacceptable. Ben Thompson said Chet or Hartenstein are going to have to step it up if they want to win. The Guru opinion. Welcome back, Guru. He said, that's who asked it. He said, does Chet even guard Wemby? Alex King just dropped a bunch of bets in the chat. He said, over 5.5 goals in the NHL game. Are you talking about the NHL game? Okay, yeah. Thanks for sharing. And best of luck. I hope you sweep all of those bets. Guru said Fox will be traded. He's not a factor. He has a tradable contract. But even though you guys know, I was critical of De'Aaron Fox in the regular season. At one point, I threw him in the storage room. But at the same time, he's played much better in the playoffs. We have even the De'Aaron Fox critics out there will have to agree that he has stepped it up in the playoffs. But as in this exact moment, they haven't really missed him. Now looking at the total with Fox out, it was 216.5. I think it's dropped to 215.5 now on a couple of books. Let me just see if I can add any bets pregame here. Maybe I can put together a little parlay quickly or something. I'm not going to force it. As I said, if you just joined the stream, I'm going to live bet the game with you guys. I'll be here to watch the game in its entirety with you and add live bets. All I ask is that everyone that's watching, every single person, smash the like button for me so more people can see the stream. But yeah, the total dipped to 214.5, 2-point drop on PointsBet. It's at 215.5 on many of the other major books. So this is going to be, still no play on the total for me. We're in an over environment right now with how loose the officials' whistle has been in the playoffs. Look how tall Wemby is compared to the trainer. I mean, come on, man. Come on. You guys see that? Starting lineups are out. No change for either team here. They're still rolling with the double big lineup. Chet Holmgren with Isaiah Hartenstein. They're both starting again today. And now that we know that, let me see if I can put something together for you. For us, I should say pregame, because I do have notes on all of the players. Wemby at 25.5. I'll be honest, I'm not sure about Wemby's points today. That's probably going to be the most popular bet on the board. I do see a lot of people betting on Shai as well with the bounce back today. We had a ton of success betting on Shai in these particular spots in the regular season, but I'm going to hold off on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander maybe until game 3. For Wemby, the points line, it's been increased from 23.5 points on Monday to 25.5 here. For me, that's about the cutoff point I know he dropped 41 on Monday, but still 25 and a half. I mean, it's possible, but I'm gonna wait for another opportunity here, as opposed to buying in at a high point with Wemby in this particular game. A part of me wants to run it back with the blocks bet, though. I did bet him to have 4+ blocks on Monday. I lost the bet, but he finished with 3, and he had all 3 of those blocks in the fourth quarter and overtime. The first overtime. So it was actually like for a second there, I thought we were gonna squeak by with a plus money win there. I do feel as though there is still value at plus money on Wemby for 4+ blocks. Other bets that I would look at here, with how well Mitch Johnson and this Spurs coaching staff has played this season, in terms of game-to-game adjustments. Even if the Spurs lose this game, I do think they'll clean things up in terms of the amount of space that they allowed for Alex Caruso in this game. I do think they'll be a bit tighter with Caruso now that he sort of made them respect him. Remember on Christmas Day? No, not Christmas. Well, yeah, it was Christmas Day. We watched that game together. It was like 2 days before Christmas, I think. It was Spurs OKC, and Alex Caruso went 0 for 10 from the 1 for 10 from the 3-point line. He was 0 for 9 on his first 9 attempts. He shot OKC out of the game. We were way back then. Some of the day ones in the chat, you guys remember that. But he didn't make his first 3 until like the fourth quarter when they were already down by 15 points. Now, and for today's game, for game 1, Alex Caruso made them respect him. He took advantage of the extra space after they were double teaming Shai, and one can assume that OKC would have lost by 10, 15 points in that game if it wasn't for Alex Caruso. There would have been no overtime because he was almost single-handedly keeping them in the game. Well, not single-handedly. Jalen Williams was a positive in that game as well, although he did make a few critical mistakes in the 2 overtime periods. But either way, because of what I just said, I do lean towards. Yeah, Tasha, you remember that, right? I did put Fox in the storage room. His points, we were still cashing with his assists, but Fox and his points prop, I did put him in the storage room way back in the winter time. Godlike player thinks OKC is going to blow the Spurs out tonight. Guru said Shai will be back 30+ tonight. Tasha said Bet Rivers removed Wemby's points line just now. Redbeard said Caruso is cold as ice. 3+3s for you. Okay, well, I do think 9.5 is a bit too rich or too high for Caruso. I still don't think he'll clear 9.5. He'll have to prove it to me. I know he had that electric performance the other day, but I actually lean towards the under 9.5 points with Caruso, and I actually might bet that the game starts in 17 minutes. Let me see if there's anything else I can add here. Another player that I would look here to have a better performance is AJ Mitchell. And head coach Mark Daniel of the OKC Thunder actually called him out by name. He said we need more from we need more from the backups, basically from Mitchell, from McCain. If Aaron Wiggins gets into the game as well, even though he did say Mitchell's name, uncharacteristically poor performance from Mitchell. But we have to also remember that AJ Mitchell was playing like a star in the absence of Jalen Williams with that hamstring injury. A different beast here against the Spurs. But the depth of the Spurs is going to be tested today. They were able to flex their muscle with their depth and absorb the loss of De'Aaron Fox. One can also assume that OKC was game planning for the Spurs as if Fox was going to play on Monday. So there wasn't a bit of gamesmanship from head coach Mitch Johnson in that particular game. So I do lean towards AJ Mitchell to go for 10+ points today, and Caruso under 9.5. If Caruso goes over today, maybe I would stay away from that thought, maybe for the rest of my life, but I do feel as though the Spurs are going to, they're not going to give him as much space in this particular game. He's going to be a bit more tested. They're going to be a bit more effective with their defensive closeouts on the corner 3 because they almost let that game slip away. I mean, Caruso transformed into Klay Thompson temporarily for that particular basketball game. Another player that I would look at in this game is maybe as a parlay piece is Jalen Williams, J-Dub, for at 4+ assists in this game. I do think we could see a dynamic where we see a much more aggressive Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with his scoring output, with his shot attempts. He wasn't aggressive enough in game one. We all know this. We all saw it. A part of it was due to the defensive scheme and game plan of the Spurs, but also a part of it was we could all see that Shai was trying to get his teammates involved because he knew the double team was coming, and he wasn't as aggressive as OKC needed him to be in the first half of that game. That might change today. You guys might see a more aggressive Shai with his scoring output, which means that the other guards in their backcourt might benefit from their assist counts in this particular game. That's the note that I wrote this morning. Jalen Williams with maybe assists, maybe the others as well at low lines, like over 1.5 for Cason Wallace. That might be a sneaky look as well. Over 1.5 assists for Cason Wallace in this game. But Jalen Williams, J-Dub assists might be a go in this one. I do think 4+ as a parlay piece or over 4.5 as a straight bet could be worth it here. Let me actually maybe put something together now for you guys. Another note that I have is just before I log into this book. That's I was about to talk about him as well, Tasha Hartenstein. I have him projected at over 3.5. Is it 4.5 for you now? Over 3.5 points I have written down here, and let me look at it, look it up, and his rebounds as well. You know, I do think we could see an uptick in usage for Isaiah Hartenstein today because of what we saw in the Wemby Chet matchup in game one. So Hartenstein's points or rebounds might be worth it. I have the rebound circled, but I have both listed, if that makes sense. And let me just log into this book, and I want to thank you guys for being here. I'm going to be here for the entire game, so once the game tips off in about 15 minutes, maybe we can, you guys can keep this stream open on a second screen. Last night, I went 2-0 with my live bets. Stick around. I'm going to drop live predictions and live bets, player props, stuff during the game. Thanks to everyone that is watching. We have 130 people watching. We have 56 likes. Guys, no joke. I'll put together a parlay right now. I'll put together a same game parlay, a pregame one right now. Before the game starts, everyone smash the like button. We have 130 people watching. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Help me get to 10,000 subs. But also, let's get to 100 likes. Let's get to 100 likes like in the next 5 minutes. I think you guys can do it. We're 43 likes away. Smash the like button. If not, I'll wait and we'll put something together in game or drop live bets. Like I said, I'm going to do that regardless for you, but I'm asking the sharpest and realest community on earth to get the stream to 100 likes in the next 5 minutes. Small channel. More people will see the stream instantly. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Let's do it. And remember, nothing is guaranteed. I forgot to share my disclaimer as I do before at the beginning of every stream. Always bet responsibly, no matter how confident you are, everyone. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. We're dealing with sports betting here. This is a game of chance. No matter how confident you are, you can get wiped at any moment. So just remember to never bet more than you can afford to lose. I'm always rooting for you. I want you guys to have fun with it. I want you guys to profit. And a big part of having fun and profiting is remembering that you're in control of your funds. And I'm sure someone somewhere needs to hear that. So let's move on. Michael Smith in the chat said, love your channel, bro. Thank you so much for that. Means a lot. Best of luck always. Big Earn as well. He said, let's do it. Hit the like button. I appreciate you, fam. Tasha as well. Zach Zate. Whoa, you guys are so real. Kaloss, welcome back. He said, I have Hartenstein over 2.5 and AJ Mitchell over 7.5. I think you're clearing with those bets as well. It looks like lower alt lines, and I think you're going to clear like Woe Finance. He said, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to you as well. Redbeard in the chat. Okay, I'm running out of time, so let me at least try to put this parlay together because I believe that you guys are going to get the stream to 100 likes. We're already only 19 away. 19 likes away. So I believe in you guys, and I'll do my part in the background here so I can get this together in about 2 or 3 minutes. And obviously nothing is guaranteed, but I'm going to try my best here. Hold on. I have a ton of notes to draw from. Usually I have a ton of bets on the board pregame. You guys have been here all season. Today I didn't place a single bet pregame. So today's just one of those rare days where I didn't come to a strong straight bet conclusion pre-game, but that's going to change in game here. I'm going to give you my best in-game commentary and analysis during the entire game. I'll keep you guys updated, and let me put this together. And thank you for being here. Okay, so I'm actually almost done. The last note that I wanted to share just while I put this together was Chet Holmgren's points prop line is only 13 and a half. I think that's the lowest it's been in a couple of years. Seriously, 13 and a half for Chet, that's really low. The books have adjusted tremendously there compared to his baseline average points prop line of 16 and a half during the regular season. And it's obviously based on, the lack of shot attempts as well, but that is a really low line. If it wasn't Wemby, I would bet the over, but Chet's going to have to prove it to me. I think he can prove it, even if OKC loses. A lot of it was just due to the lack of aggression. He only attempted 7 shots. This is a true buy low spot for Chet, but because of Wemby, I'm just going to maybe pass there. Okay, maybe I'll do 2 bets, two player prop parlays. I have one for you guys. Let's see, did we get to 100 likes? Okay, we're only 15 likes away from 100, everyone. 15 likes. Let's get there. Game starts in like 9 minutes. Let's get 15 more likes, and I will put this one on the board for you. My first official bet of the day. Okay. This one's going to be on FanDuel. It's plus 128. We only need 12 more likes to get to 100. Now, obviously, nothing is guaranteed, but as soon as we get to 100, I'm going to copy and paste it on the screen. Plus 126. Apologies. I looked at that wrong. And I'm going to risk a half unit on this. I just placed the bet, so. Hey, welcome back, Mike. Hey, Jay Wall, how's it going, fam? And drop your predictions in the chat. There's a poll. So far, we have 100 people voted. Vote on the poll in the chat. Who wins on the money line tonight, chat? Who wins on the money line? Spurs or OKC? And we only need 9 more likes to get to 100. Whoa, 7 more. You guys are going crazy. I appreciate you. 7 more likes. Let me get prepared to watch the game as well. So if you're just joining, I went over a few of the players, I do anticipate having many pregame bets before game 3, though. I do have a few things that I'm anticipating that might happen today that could set us up well for game 3 for player props. Okay, chat. We only need 6 more likes, so I appreciate everyone that already did hit the like button, but I'm sure 6 people out there can hit the like button so we can get to 100. I did say that 10 minutes ago, and I'll put this 2-leg parlay on the screen. And I do have the game on now to watch, so we have a little pregame montage. If we don't get to 100, I'll just drop live bets, but nothing is going to change in terms of my output during the game. But best of luck to you guys. Best of luck to you guys. Alex King, I see. Best of luck with those hockey bets as well. Blake Severson, welcome back, fam. Ben Thompson said I considered SGA 7.5 first quarter points today. That could be a go. That could be a go. Mark Carpenter said, let's get the likes. Emotionless Artist says, I liked it. I appreciate you as well. And it's not a coincidence that as soon as you guys started hitting the like button, we have 150 people watching now. So we only need like two more likes. So 2 more people hit the like button. And let me copy and paste it here. Andre Brooks likes Julian Champagny over 4.5 rebounds. Best of luck. Tasha likes Keldon Johnson over 9.5 points. We cashed with him 8.5 on Monday. Keldon Johnson could be an X factor. Okay, everyone, here is the bet. It's Isaiah Hartenstein 4+ rebounds and AJ Mitchell 10+ points. Two-leg parlay. Isaiah Hartenstein 4+ rebounds, AJ Mitchell 10+ points. Now, I did want to bet Jalen Williams 4+ assists instead. Should I do another one? You guys like Shai today, right? It's -130, 25 points for Shai and 4 assists for Jalen Williams. Let's do it in game. So I just dropped the bet on the screen for you as well. Thank you to everyone that hit the like button, and thank you to everyone that understands as well. If you guys are watching the game, keep this open to the side. Much love to the community. You guys can keep this stream open to the side. Second screen action here. It's game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. We've been spoiled as basketball fans. Over the last couple of days. Keep this stream open to the side. Second screen action. So instead of AJ Mitchell 10+ points, I was going to add Jalen Williams, J-Dub, over 4+ assists with Hartenstein 4+ rebounds. But what I'm going to do is maybe target that play in game. Hopefully I don't get a bad line if he gets 1 or 2 assists early. I'm going to target it in game. So if you guys are interested in live bets, stick around. And best of luck. We have the national anthem on the screen here. I'll read out your comments in the chat. Final call, everyone. Call it out now. Which team wins tonight on the money line? Call it out in the chat. If vote on the poll in the chat, but type it out in the chat. Which team do you think is going to win on the money line? I'll give you a shout out right now. Spurs or OKC? Who wins money line tonight? Drop your play. J Darby said he added J-Dub 4 assists to my 2-leg. Okay, best of luck. Best of luck. Emotionless Artist says Spurs money line tonight. Blake Severson said Thunder money line tonight in the chat. If there's anyone in the background that's not subscribed, subscribe as well. Take 1 second to hit that subscribe button. Thanks a lot. Michael Smith said the Spurs are going to get greedy tonight. Money line for Michael Smith in the chat. Tasha said, I don't know about the money line, but I'm on +8 with the Spurs. Best of luck, Tasha. Enjoy the game as well. 757 said Spurs money line. Jay Darby said I'm big on Hart today. His props are crazy low. OKC wins money line. On Hartenstein? Okay. Andre Brooks says Spurs get the dub. Like Wolf Finance says, I can't call it. I'd rather wait to see how the game is going to go. Mike said Thunder for sure, bro, but I do love the Spurs as a team. Chill shot 7-9 said OKC. Digital Print House said fun parlay for him at plus 1250 on the parlay. Hartenstein 2 assists. McCain under 7 points. Jalen Williams assists and rebounds. Champagny 5+ rebounds, and Wemby under 14.5 rebounds. Best of luck, Digital Print House. I hope you clear. Christian Davis says Spurs moneyline. Wemby's on a mission. Digital Print House says Spurs plus 7.5. Zach Zate said Spurs. Aliens not fair. Mark Carpenter said Thunder. Chris Mack Rack Attack said parlay for him is Stephon Castle 15+ points and Castle over 12.5 rebounds and assists. Harper 15+ points and over 9.5 rebounds and assists plus 575. Best of luck. Tasha said no way I'll take Wemby under rebounds. Redbeard said I opened Spurs moneyline will sell 75% or better to buy OKC. Prediction markets. Best of luck, Redbeard. Going back a bit in the chat. KC Mike says, where do you lean on the spread? I lean towards the Spurs, but you know, let's see what happens. KC Mike in the chat, one of the absolute realists. Emotionless Artist says, I'm hoping for live bets. I have $100 bonus bets, and I'm hoping to smack something. Let's give it a try tonight. Said I'm waiting for the live bet. Zach Zaid said the 2 best teams in the universe. Ben Thompson said I like his assists, talking about J-Dub. N Rod said love it, easy money, welcome to the community. Tasha said Champagne's threes, she likes that bet tonight. Emotionless Artist says 101. Andre Brooks says Champagne over 4.5 rebounds. Redbeard, I truly appreciate you, Redbeard. Just going back and saw what you said earlier. Yeah, what else you guys saying? Brian said OKC moneyline and Shai under 4 rebounds tonight. Best of luck, Brian, and welcome to the community, fam. Tasha said, no way I'll take Wemby under rebounds. Oh, I saw you said that already. Koloss said, how about Lou Dort over 3.5? Lou Dort's tricky. Lou Dort's tricky, man. Without Jalen Williams, I'd go for it. Digital Printout says sometimes you have to go against the grain. You guys know me, I love going against the grain, man. Sometimes to a fault, but let's enjoy it. And I'm really pleased with the turnout as well with the live stream. How many people are here? You know, I didn't tweet the link. I didn't say anything on Discord. I didn't say anything on Instagram. So I just popped up and hit the go live button. Matt Harris, how's it going, fam? Welcome back, Matt Harris. And we do have the starting lineups being announced in the arena, so we're very close to tip-off. We're just moments away from tip-off, chat. Sharpest chat on earth. Just Monotone said Luke Cornett over 2.5 is kind of good. Best of luck. Brian Guerra said real one. Let's make some money. Likewise, Brian. Sounds like a plan, fam. Andre Brooks says in the series, the Lakers showed teams how to take SG out of the game, and the Spurs D is 10 times better than the Lakers. That's a good point. Shout out to you, Redbeard. Everyone that's watching, before we start, turn notifications on for tomorrow's stream. Make sure you guys are here at the beginning. How's it going, Badu? My bro Barry Roselle. How's it going, fam? Hope you're doing all well. Hope your family is doing well. Mike said, I'm going against the grain with Dort over 9.5 PRA plus 100. Let's go. Sometimes going against the grain pays the bills in aggregate. And it's time. Bruce Buffer. Bruce Buffer, chat. It's time. They should get Bruce Buffer to just do that before playoff games. What do you think? Dana White's not letting that happen, right? Dana White has Bruce Buffer in a chokehold. Whatever contract he has. Let's see if Hartenstein understands the assignment. Let's see if Hartenstein understands the assignment. And it is game time. I'm going to tell you guys exactly what I see. Much love to the sharpest chat on earth, aka you guys. Yeah, if OKC loses this game, they'll lose the series. And the game is tipping off right now, so what a scene. What an atmosphere. What a high level of production from NBC. With the panorama camera surrounding Wemby, surrounding Shai. The color coordinated crowd, white, blue, across the arena. Whoa, Tony Brothers is the ref tonight. Tony Brothers is the ref tonight. And the game is tipped off. It's time, Bruce Buffer. And the Spurs win the tip. Devin Vassell misses a three on the first possession. We have the double big lineup with OKC. And the first basket is Lou Dort. Whoa, shout out to Mike in the chat, going against the grain. Assisted by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It's a little mid-range stop and pop midi with Lou Dort. Plus 2,000 first basket Lou Dort cashes. Who had that? But either way, it's a 2-0 lead, and the crowd is definitely into it already. Whoa, we have a foul. I think it might be on the floor. It's a foul on Isaiah Hartenstein. Hartenstein grabbed the rebound, by the way, after Vassell missed that first three. Hartenstein has one rebound. AJ Mitchell comes off the bench, as most of you know. Let's see what the Spurs do with it. Sharpest chat on earth. It's not even close. AKA you guys. Let's enjoy some playoff basketball. Devin Vassell misses another three-point attempt. He's 0 for 2 from the three. This time he was wide open. There wasn't an OKC player in sight. Jalen Williams has the ball. He gives it to Lou Dort in the corner, who drives to the corner on Dylan Harper, and he draws the foul. Free throws for Lou Dort on the way. It's a positive start for OKC and Lou Dort in particular, but he just missed the free throw. Got to make your free throws, especially against a team brimming with confidence like the San Antonio Spurs. And he makes the second free throw. That was the first foul on Dylan Harper. Spurs ball. Stephon Castle brings it up the court. And we have free throws for Julian Champagny, chat. 2 free throws on the way for Champagny. Pretty hard foul from Lou Dort, but it's a regular play. Flight of the Fish, welcome back, fam. Champagny makes the first free throw. First foul on Lou Dort. Champagny makes both free throws. Okay, we have our first basket from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the MVP. It's a mid-range jump shot. Mid-range 2, chat. Assisted by Chet. Shai's on the board. Spurs have it. They're pushing here. They're pushing. And Devin Vassell knocks down a 3. Third time's the charm for Devin Vassell. 3 points for him after missing his first 2 3-point attempts. He makes his third. 3 points for him. It's a tie game, 5-5. Assisted by Dylan Harper. OKC goes the other way with it. And things are picking up. J-Dub on the board. Jalen Williams with his own mid-range jump shot to give OKC the lead. And the Spurs go the other way. And they score quickly. It's Wemby with a 3. 2 quick assists from Dylan Harper. And the Spurs lead by 1. Three points for Wemby. That's his first basket. Stephon Castle's matched up with Shai. He tries to pass to Chet in the on the side there, but it gets deflected out of bounds. Nice defense from the Spurs there, but it's still OKC ball. And Shai scores again, back-to-back buckets for the MVP. 4 points now. And a couple of lead changes here just in the last couple of minutes. Another lead change. Dylan Harper drives right to the basket, as he did many times in Game 1 and much of the postseason. 2 points for him, 10-9 lead for the Spurs. 9 minutes to go. Tons of action here now after a bit of a sluggish start. And we have free throws for Jalen Williams. He drives right to the basket. Is this foul on Wemby or Dylan Harper? Let's see. It might be the second foul on Harper. Might be the second foul on Harper. They're challenging the play. We have a coach's challenge from Mitch Johnson and the San Antonio Spurs. They do not want that second foul to be called on Harper this early in the game. So Tony Brothers will head to the review booth, the review monitor, I should say. And we have a quick commercial break here. How do you guys feel? Talk to me, chat. Where are you guys at? Whoa, Shohei Ohtani just hit a home run on the first pitch. They won the challenge. They won the challenge. They said Hartenstein committed an offensive foul. OKC, the Spurs, that was a great challenge, man. Spurs ball. Spurs ball. No free throws for Jalen Williams. Great challenge. I think Mitch Johnson's a great coach too, Ben Thompson. Yeah, you said it was called on Wemby. Thanks for the correction, Jimmy NY. Like Wolf Finance said, Dylan Harper is really strong. I would have to agree. He's a strong, strong guard. Great balance as well. So the Spurs won the challenge. As I said, we're back to the action now after that quick pause in the action. After the stream last night, chat, did any of you watch the Toronto Tempo game in the WNBA? My Toronto Tempo against the Phoenix Mercury last night. Did any of you guys watch that? Let's get back to the action. And the Spurs do not score off the turnover. Devin Vassell misses again. This time it's closer to the basket. But good news for our parlay, Isaiah Hartenstein just grabbed his second rebound of the game. Maybe I should have just bet over 4.5 rebounds by itself. That's going to put a lot of pressure on AJ Mitchell for us, but I hope he still gets it done. And the Thunder go the other way. Shai gives it to J-Dub. He gives it back to Shai at the top of the key. Here comes Hartenstein setting the pick. And Shai loses. Nope. Shot clock violation. It's an OKC turnover. And once again, there was no angle, no path for Shai to get to the basket. They stacked up in the driving lane, everyone. They stacked up in the driving lane and would not let Shai get to the basket. And he was confused once again. They've done a really good job walling him off. That's actually a strategy my Toronto Raptors used against Giannis in the Eastern Conference Finals back in 2019. The wall, so they're applying a similar strategy to a guard here. A ton of respect for the MVP, and it's working so far. Either way, they don't score. Wemby turns it over. Shai with the steal. And Hartenstein scores on the board, Tasha. Hartenstein's on the board. And it's actually a little mid-range shot there. Assisted by Lou Dort. And the OKC has the lead, 11-10. We've already seen 5 lead changes. Maybe 6 lead changes. And we might have another lead change if Stephon Castle hits these free throws because he's going to the line as we speak. Andre Rogers says Brittany Sykes made you money last night. Stephon Castle tried to dunk on Shai. 2-hand dunk. He tried to posterize Shai. SGA, he did a good job of getting a hand in there, though. But either way, it's a foul on Shai. And Stephon Castle makes the first free throw to tie the game. Brittany Sykes is a monster, Andre Rogers. Marina Mabry is a monster. Toronto Tempos are going to have 2 All-Stars this year. Tasha said need only 5 points from Hartenstein. Yeah, Jimmy NY said Castle's on demon time. Andre Rogers says Luke Cornett over 1.5 is a play. Best of luck. Redbeard said Jalen Williams 1-3, SGA 2 threes, and Castle 1-3 for plus 395. I hope you can. Those are pretty good tickets, guys. Keep it coming. If you guys are betting, let us know in the chat. And just while we have this quick pause, waiting Wemby's getting a rest here. He's subbing out. Subscribe to the channel. Luke Cornett just entered the game, Andre. And Jalen Williams, the other Jalen Williams, entered the game for Isaiah Hartenstein here. So he did not play well in game 1. The center, Jalen Williams, he didn't play well at all. Mark Carpenter says, I need a lot of points because that means a lot of rebounds and assists. Best of luck to you. Like Will Fine says, where's Johnson? Keldon Johnson? Whoa, maybe he heard me because Jalen Williams just scored. It's a 3. For the other Jalen Williams, who's famous because of that meme. And he stunk it up in game 1. But either way, this is game 2. Lou Dort assisted that 3, and OKC goes up by 2 after Castle hit the free throws. Speaking of Stephon Castle, he just turned the ball over again. That was his problem in game 1. 11 turnovers from Castle in game 1. Jalen Williams picks his pocket. They go the other way, but Shai misses the layup on the other end. And Devin Vassell did a very good job to contest that layup. No foul call from Shai. He was angry there. The Spurs go the other way. The things are speeding up here. Stephon Castle gives it to Keldon Johnson, who bricks the shot. Castle gets the offensive board. Alex Caruso gets pushed to the ground. No foul call. Frenetic action here. And now we have more free throws for Stephon Castle. He goes hard body at the rim after the offensive rebound. He's going to shoot 2 more free throws. He would not be denied then. Let me catch my breath. Castle hits the first free throw. That was a crazy sequence. Both of a lot of athletes on the floor right now. A lot of dynamic athletes on the court. Jared McCain and AJ Mitchell just subbed into the game for both Jalen Williams and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So no J-Dub, no Shai here. That's rare for an OKC team in the playoffs when it's not a blowout. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if they're able to generate enough offense. I hope AJ Mitchell can get on the board here after stinking it up in game one. And Carter Bryant subs in for Dylan Harper. A new lineup for both teams here after Stephon Castle made the first free throw. He made both free throws, so 4 straight made free throws for Stephon Castle. And he has 4 points. We're halfway through the first quarter. And that's not what we need to see. AJ Mitchell gets it. He turns it over. Stephon Castle poked it right out of his hand. And then Castle gives it to Luke Cornett for the dunk. Nice. That was a nice pass. He dropped it off for him right on the baseline. That was a real point guard pass there. And Andre Rogers cashed that live bet instantly with Luke Cornett over 1.5. Sharpest chat on earth. Congrats, Andre Rogers. Stephon Castle scores again after Jared McCain just missed that 3-point attempt, and the Spurs have a 4-point lead. That's the biggest lead of the game for either team so far. And Jared McCain was a bit unlucky that 3 was halfway down, but it doesn't matter. And here's the concern I just talked about. Will OKC be able to generate enough offense without Shai and Jalen Williams on the court? Let's see. They have the ball. Let's see what happens here. And we have good news. AJ Mitchell scores right at the rim with a layup. 2 points for AJ Mitchell. I'm sure that is a good sign for him and OKC. A difficult finish, too, with a pump fake. He stopped on a dime and pump faked. He almost traveled. That's good for our parlay. 2-point lead for the Spurs. Lou Dort with 2 threes. There's the first assist. No, that's the other Jalen Williams. Apologies, chat. Lou Dort with the 3. Sorry, I had something to pop up on my phone. 6 points for Lou Dort. OKC up by 1 now. Stephon Castle. He will not be denied. Castle goes around both Lou Dort and AJ Mitchell. AJ Mitchell's having a difficult time with Castle in a limited capacity already so far. And another lead change. How many lead changes have we seen in this first quarter? Stephon Castle, 8 points. 8 points in the first quarter, and the Spurs are up by 1. Oh, it's on the floor. It will not count. I thought it was an and one opportunity for Jared McCain, but they said the basket doesn't count. But OKC is in the bonus. No, it's a shooting foul. They're not in the bonus. And Jared McCain will shoot 2 free throws. But McCain missed the first free throw. Whoa. Cason Wallace subbing into the game for Lou Dort. Dylan Harper and Julian Champagnie subbing into the game for Devin Vassell and Stephon Castle. Stephon Castle has been spectacular in this first quarter so far. He makes the second free throw. You're on Dort, Ben Thompson. Best of luck. And Alex Caruso hasn't scored yet. I should have bet the under like I talked about. I would have been the only one on earth to bet his under today. I promise you. This was a good spot to bet Alex Caruso's under. I missed out. Maybe I'll still dabble. Next stoppage, I'll take a look at the line. Maybe you guys can do that for me while I look at the game here. What's the live line for Alex Caruso? He's not shooting the ball tonight. I think I might sprinkle that as a live bet. Either way, timeout OKC after Keldon Johnson hits a 3 after AJ Mitchell turned the ball over for the second time in the game, in the quarter. Keldon Johnson with his first bucket of the game, assisted by Julian Champagnie, and the Spurs go up by 3. Ooh, a chance to catch my breath. Are you guys enjoying the game so far? I am. Hit the like button for me. And subscribe to the channel. Let me look at the live line for Alex Caruso. Okay, guys, I'm betting it. I'm betting it. Alex Caruso under 8.5 points. It's minus 130, but I'm betting it. It's minus 132, but I'm betting it. FanDuel. Alex Caruso under 8.5 points at minus 132 is a first live bet of the stream. Alex Caruso under 8.5 points. I'm going against the entire world right now. And I just placed the bet. Let me know if you're tailing. I'll get right back into the chat right now. Welcome back, 462 for life. Aaron, Lakers as well. All of you guys, real ones in the chat. Wow, it went to minus 118 after I bet it. I got minus 132. You can get minus 118 now. It won't matter if we cash, but Caruso just subbed out. And we're back to the action. Welcome back, Bank of Dennis. How's it going, fam? Chris said he got Caruso under 8.5 on 365 at minus 105. Great line there. Maybe I should have did some line shopping. I panicked because the time constraints. But best of luck to everyone. J Darby got 9.5 on DraftKings. J Dub with the basket after the Jared McCain steal. He dunks it in transition. 2 assists for Jared McCain, and the Spurs are up by 3 at the moment. Best of luck, Mike, Mark Carpenter, Jimmy NY, Dennis, Andre Robert Rogers. Luke Cornett has 4 points, by the way. Best of luck, Dennis. Cornett, 3.5 rebounds and assists. Whoa, that's what the fans wanted to see in OKC. Chet Holmgren with the 3 off the Cason Wallace assists. I did say Cason Wallace over 1.5 assists is a sneaky option. Here comes Shai subbing back into the game. Here comes Wemby subbing back into the game. Along with a Jordan McLaughlin sighting in the playoffs. Whoa. Thanks a lot, Emery Turk. Welcome back, fam. And Cason Wallace with the immediate impact. He hits a 3. 2 assists for Shai. It's an 8-0 run for OKC. Cason Wallace stole the ball, gave it to Shai. He gave it to Chet, actually. Whoa, McLaughlin hits a 3. An early McLaughlin sighting for the Spurs. He hits a 3 to tie the game. He usually comes in the game when someone's up by 30 or down by 30. That's usually his role. Jordan McLaughlin. And Mitch Johnson is up to playing mind tricks right now. The whole Spurs bench jumped up, including Mason Plumlee when he hit that 3. Kelly Olynyk. Jared McCain responds with a mid-range jumper. 3 assists for Shai already. This is a fast-paced game. Remember, this is an over environment right now in the NBA, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, but it doesn't really, I didn't bet the under, but Shai with the block, though. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the MVP, blocks Keldon Johnson at the rim. But the Spurs still have it in. Champagnie hits the 3. 5 first quarter points for Champagnie, 3 assists for Dylan Harper. 30 seconds to go. There's been a ton of action in this quarter. What a game so far, actually. And Wemby only has 3 points. So, what a game so far. McCain misses a wide open 3. Chet grabs the offer. He taps back the offensive rebound. AJ Mitchell drives to the basket and he gets fouled by Keldon Johnson. 2 free throws for AJ Mitchell. So you're saying there's a chance. 10 plus for AJ Mitchell. So you're saying there's a chance. He drives he absorbs the contact of Keldon Johnson, and Keldon Johnson's feet were moving. He did a good job to block him off, Keldon Johnson, but his feet were moving, so that's a foul all day, every day. AJ Mitchell hits the first free throw. We need him to get to 10 points because I think that Hartenstein's getting to 4 rebounds for sure. Hartenstein came to play today, and Devin Vassell subs in for Keldon Johnson. And Alex Caruso and Lou Dort come back in for Shai and Jared McCain. That's the second time Shai went to the bench in this quarter, but there's only 10 seconds left, so I understand. Remember, Shai did play over 50 minutes the other day. 50 when in the double overtime. He only rested for 2 minutes that night. And Wemby gets called for the offensive foul. Yeah, Jeff Morris, welcome back. It's a fun start for sure. Fun start to the game for sure. Love that I'm watching it with you guys. That was a charging call on Wemby. And Wemby was shaking his hand, but it wasn't a shooting hand after that. Chet drew the charge, and the fans love what they're seeing from their team. But even with how well OKC looks on offense, it's still a tie game. It's still a tie game. Hell of a series, little monster. Hell of a series. This series is reminding me of the series in 2018 when the Rockets played the Warriors. Remember Kevin Durant, Steph Curry against James Harden and Chris Paul? When, the Rockets did get a bit unlucky in Game 7, though, and Chris Paul missed that game because he pulled his hamstring. They were cursed, man. They were cursed. But because everyone was rooting for the Rockets that year because no one wanted to see the Warriors win back-to-back titles when KD broke the league. Remember that, guys? Do you guys remember that? This series was reminding me of that one. That was a heavyweight battle until Game 7 when Chris Paul was out for the hamstring. But I don't know. It's reminding me of that one. Do you guys have another example of a series that this reminds you of in the last 15 years? Maybe the Miami Heat against the Spurs in the finals, the second time, when the series where LeBron where LeBron won his second title when Ray Allen hit the shot in Game 6. Maybe that one. The NBA channel, the official NBA channel, they have these mini movies for the NBA finals. They've been filming them for like the last 15 years. You can go back to every NBA finals and look at like the mini movie where it's like, an hour and a half, 2 hours long, where they're the behind the scenes footage and it's very well produced. It's almost like an NFL films production. And I go back and watch that one a couple of times, like not couple, like once a year, once every 2 years or something, the Miami Heat versus San Antonio Spurs mini movie where the camera was following them around with the behind the scenes footage. I recommend checking that out. The other one was really nice as well. The Dallas Mavericks against the Miami Heat, the mini movie on YouTube. All that's on YouTube for free. So when Dirk Nowitzki won the title, that mini movie was well produced as well. Chills, man. Chills. Good old days for sure. Bank of Dennis. My bro Seth in the chat as well. How's it going, Seth? Welcome back, fam. Charlevani as well. How's it going, Charlevani? Hope you guys are all doing well today. Little Monster, yeah, That was a good quarter. I had to catch my breath. I mean, are we in for another classic tonight? That was a great start. The fans, they're in it. We already know that OKC, they have one of the strongest home court advantages, not only in the NBA, but in all of sports. And the crowd is, do you guys hear this crowd? They know that if they lose this game, it spells doom. It's curtains if they lose. Mike said Dort gets 1 rebound or assist or a point. He said, you're on a heater. He said, love your channel. I truly appreciate you, Mike. One of the absolute realists. Mike, man, best of luck, fam. I'm rooting for you and everyone else in the chat. You guys can tell I'm enjoying the hoops. You guys know I'm here for the sports bets. That this is a sports betting channel, but we don't have to bet every day. You guys know how much I actually love the game, as opposed to a lot of people on social media that just look at the box score after it's done. I genuinely love watching the games, so I get excited for some of these games. Hit the like button for me and subscribe. If you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Let's get ready for the second quarter, chat. Zach Zate said you brought great memories for classic games. Those were classics, man. The game where Jason Terry hit the shot and hit the jet on LeBron's face. And then how about when LeBron came back after that in the regular season the next year when LeBron was still a villain and he set up Jason Terry for the grimiest dunk of all time, poster of all time with the alley-oop straight setup. I still don't know how that happened. You guys remember in the regular season when he dunked on Jason Terry? Jason Terry was with the Celtics that next year. Where Mario Chalmers stole the ball and Chalmers and D. Wade set LeBron up to end Jason Terry's career. Okay, back to the game. AJ Mitchell, he misses a bucket at the rim. Oh no, Caruso's at the free throw line now. Second foul on Wemby. Keep an eye on that. Remember, I said before the stream that I would stay away from Wemby's points tonight. It's too public tonight. I said that before the game. I said I would wait for another opportunity, even though I liked his points in game 1. We cashed with his rebounds in game 1, but with that parlay with Dylan Harper and his assists and Wemby's rebounds. But Caruso hits both free throws, so now I would like him to go back to the bench. I did place that live bet. I'll keep it coming. Charlavani placed a bet on both teams to score 25 points in the second quarter, plus 105. What book was that? And best of luck. Ringside has the game to go over 215. You're well on your way. Charlavani said Spurs to the moon. Best of luck to everyone. Ben Thompson, it is looking rough. They could slow down at any time, but it's tough for me to bet unders right now for pregame totals. But let's see. You never know. You never know. Jimmy NY says 0 for 2 on Thunder first quarter bets. That was a sharp line too, Jimmy NY. Wow. Alex Caruso hits a 3. Unbelievable. After not even attempting a shot in the first quarter. I'll look for more. It's still not over though. I mean, for all we know, that he can just finish the game with 5, but I thought I was onto something there. And we still have time. Stephon Castle has a turnover problem. They need De'Aaron Fox. Remember I said they got away with Stephon Castle having 11 turnovers and winning game 1. The luck factor was real because of Wemby's performance. If he has this many turnovers, he has 3 already. If he gets 7 or more turnovers today, the Spurs will lose, I think, because can you be that lucky twice? Alex Caruso just stole the ball from him. Shai went coast to coast, and he's going to the free throw line. The MVP is shooting 2 free throws, and he hits the first free throw. 8-0 run for OKC. It's a 6-0 run to start the second quarter, and Devin Vassell has 2 fouls. 2 fouls for Vassell. I think 2 on Harper. I have to double check that, but we know 2 fouls have been called on Wemby. It's an 18-6 run for OKC. Let's see if the Spurs can stop the bleeding. And during the next stoppage or at halftime, I'll look for more live bets. I won't force it, but let's see if we can get lucky with Caruso. And remember how I talked about, it doesn't matter, he shut me up. Hold on. I was going to say, remember in game 1 how I said Shai was not very aggressive? Wemby was the aggressor. Today I was going to say Wemby's not getting shots up, but he just missed a shot, and then he got his own putback layup for Wemby. So he has 5 points now. OKC has the ball. Let's see what they do with it. They're up by 5, and Shai scores again and 1. A mid-range jumper, and the crowd's on their feet. 8 points for the MVP, and we have maybe a duel is unfolding here. Maybe a duel is unfolding. Shai, and it's Jordan McLaughlin with the foul. They might have to take McLaughlin out. Maybe the McLaughlin Cinderella run is over, and they do sub him out for Dylan Harper because McLaughlin usually comes in the game. If you don't know who that is, that's the bald guy for the Spurs. He usually only comes in the game when the Spurs are up by 30 or down by 30, which is not very often being down by 30. Andre says, when the better team wins, it ain't luck. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, especially in a series. I was just saying that, you know what I mean, though, Andre. The turnover battle. So Shai makes the free throw, 9 points for him, and it's OKC's ball. Biggest lead of the game for OKC, up by 8. Dylan Harper quiets the crowd just a bit with another drive to the basket into the heart of the defense, and somehow Hartenstein does not foul him there. And what a finish from Dylan Harper. Oh, man. Devin Vassell just blocked Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but the ball goes right back to OKC, and Alex Caruso scores again. So I'm going to drop more. I went 2-0 with my live bets yesterday, but I'll look for more. It's okay. I'll look for more. Because right now we're on the edge. He scored 7 points in the last 3 minutes after not scoring in the first quarter. So that's a tough break. Stephon Castle scores, though. He has 10 points. How's it going, Gold? Lookout Media. How's it going, guys? We have an Isaiah Joe sighting, by the way. And it's back to a 6-point lead for OKC after that Stephon Castle basket. Shai has it, and he misses a mid-range jumper. He got to his spot, but he missed. He's 3 for 6 from the field. Spurs ball down by 6, 8:40 to go in the second quarter. Yeah, Stephon Castle's special, little monster. Saw our videos. Yeah, they gave LeBron a tech for that dunk on Jason Terry back in the day. He didn't care. He did not care. Spurs are going. If Devin Vassell, is he okay? Devin Vassell is going to the free throw line. He took a hard fall. He's okay. He's okay, though. For anyone invested in Devin Vassell, and we don't want to see anyone get hurt. Second foul on Isaiah Joe quickly as well. Devin Vassell makes the first free throw. He took a hard fall. It looks like maybe his knee hit the ground, but looks like maybe it's just a stinger. So, but he's okay. He is at the free throw line, and Jimmy NY said that's a charge. I'm not sure because Isaiah Joe was sort of flying in the air there. He was out of control, but Vassell makes both free throws. He has 5 points now, back to a 4-point lead. So the Spurs, they chip their way back into it just a bit here. And let's see what they do with it. OKC has it. Isaiah Hartenstein misses a little floater attempt. That's his favorite shot over Wemby. Wemby grabs the rebound, his fourth of the game. Spurs ball, let's see what they do. Still a 4-point lead for OKC. And Castle, again, with another dunk. This guy is insane. What a pass from Wemby. Did you guys see the dunk? That was the best dunk of the entire playoffs. Stephon Castle just put Isaiah Hartenstein on a poster. That was the best dunk of the entire playoff so far. Unbelievable. But either way, Cason Wallace hits a three on the other end. What a play from Stephon Castle. Oh my goodness. That was ridiculous. Isaiah Hartenstein's going to have nightmares of Stephon Castle after that one. But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander off the turnover with another dunk in transition, a steal from Cason Wallace. And guess who turned it over? He gives and he takes. Stephon Castle is a dynamic athlete. He's a future all-star, but he has a turnover problem. He's turning the ball over like Cade Cunningham right now. He's looking like Cade. He's looking like a turnover machine. He's not used to being point guard one for the Spurs because of De'Aaron Fox is their PG1. He's more off ball, Castle, but either way, Stephon Castle has played very well offensively in this game besides those turnovers. But after he turned that one over, Stephon Castle didn't even run back on defense. He just stood there and shook his head. He has a major turnover problem. I've been saying it, guys. Looking like Cade Cunningham out here. Shots fired. Yeah, Little Monster, he's not a true point guard. He's not. Well, at that 1 year at UConn, he was the, prime. It was Cam Spencer as well. But yeah, but either way, he's a shooting guard. But Jay Wall said Cade Cunningham's turnovers are disgusting. That was a good example. Yeah, hey, you guys know I speak very highly of Cade. But what did I say back in, you remember Jay Wall, Little Monster, Digital Print House? All of you guys, back in January, I was saying it. Cade's turnover problems are going to haunt them in the playoffs. People didn't want to believe me then. They didn't want to believe me, but he's still young enough where he can still clean that up. And at the end of the day, Cade is such a high usage player that it's not really his fault. He has to, it's almost like it's a given. Because if Tobias Harris was their second best player, that's unacceptable in terms of roster construction. So Cade, I don't know. Yeah, Digital Printhouse, that was really careless. Lookout Media said I have a 10-pick parlay on Fliff. All I need is Chicago Sky to make $230. If all you need is Chicago Sky, maybe place another bet on the other team if that's the last leg that you need, Lookout. And you can hedge your bet and guard. I mean, you can come up. You can make a guaranteed profit. So if that's the last leg of a 10-leg parlay, I would recommend doing that for that. For 23 to 1 odds. So. But either way, I hope you cash and come out on top. It was really crazy how Steph Castle turned it over right after the dunk. Like, what? That was crazy. We're back from the timeout. Dylan Harper with the layup, chat. He lays it in, and Harper has 6. Harper has 6. Back to the action. 3 steals already for Cason Wallace, and Shai missed the jump shot after the steal. Champagny grabs the rebound. Spurs go the other way. Harper misses a layup. Good defense from OKC. And now Hartenstein turns it over. So an ugly sequence for both teams here. Let's go. That's what I was waiting for. Get AJ Mitchell back into this game. Hartenstein subs out. So does Isaiah Joe, Alex Caruso, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein has 4 rebounds, chat. We cashed the first leg of the parlay. We need AJ Mitchell to get to 10 points. Can he do it? Can he do it? Cason Wallace with 3 threes in the first half, 9 points, assisted by AJ Mitchell. And the bench is playing much better today for the OKC Thunder. It's an 8-point lead. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Eleven first half turnovers for the Spurs. 11 first half turnovers. That's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. Castle scores again, though. Another layup, another bucket at the rim. Even with the turnovers, the Spurs are still hanging around. Only down by 6. Chet going to the free throw line. Whoa, they say it's on the floor. Nope, they gave it to him. They gave it to him. And 1 for Chet. And 1 for Chet. They reversed it. 2 points for Chet and 1. At first they said it's on the floor. That was weird. What's Tony Brothers doing? And he makes the free throw. 5 points for Chet. 9-point lead for OKC. Is this their biggest lead of the game? It is. Redbeard said OKC minus 10. Emotionless Artist says, I took Hartenstein 6 rebounds and Wemby under 22. If I win $300. I hope you cash. 16 first half points for Stephon Castle. Where would the Spurs be if it wasn't for Castle? Because the rest of these guys aren't really in the building right now. Castle will not be denied. Luke Cornett just stole the ball from Chet. And Cason Wallace with the block. He blocks Castle. It's still Spurs ball. He blocks it out of bounds. Someone does something to stop Stephon Castle. I'll look for more live bets at halftime, everyone. We are just under 4 minutes away from halftime. I will look for more bets. Stick around, hit the like button, and subscribe. If there's anyone here that is not subscribed, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for being here. Shai with the signature mid-range jump shot. Almost unstoppable when he gets that shot rolling. Stopping on a dime once again. And is back to a 9-point lead. Can we get something from AJ? Can we get something from AJ during this stint here? Chet missed the midi. Spurs ball going the other way. 3 minutes to go. How was that not a foul, though? It looked like Luke Cornett pushed AJ Mitchell. We have a foul on the floor on Jalen Williams. Spurs ball side out. Timeout OKC. These teams need a breather. Physical basketball game. I retweeted the highlight of the Stephon Castle dunk on my Twitter page if you guys want to see that. It's everywhere now. You don't need to look at my page, but how do you feel? Spurs bettors, how do you feel? OKC bettors, how do you feel? Let me know. Charlotte Varney says Stephon Castle double-double plus 675 for him live. You say he's going to get 10 turnovers. MOB says they need to wake up the giant. Emotionless Artist says, I bet Hartenstein 6 rebounds and Wemby under 22. Oh, you said that, yeah, you're going to win 300. I hope you cash. Little Monster said Tobias Harris back in the freezer for life. Yeah, it's a contract. Tobias Harris is a free agent. I highly doubt he's going to be back in Detroit next season. I highly doubt that. Where's the chat at? OKC bettors, tell me how you feel. Spurs bettors, tell me how you feel. Who's winning tonight? Drop your prediction in the poll that's pinned in the chat. Also, let me give you guys my Discord server if you want to join. Free Discord, I'll pin it in the chat. Join my group chat. Join my group chat, guys, because it's not just going to be NBA. Once things wind down, we're gonna WNBA, and we're gonna have a great community in there when the NFL rolls back around. College football, more so the NFL, but you guys are gonna want to be in there. Soccer World Cup next month as well. You guys are gonna want to be here to stay tapped in with me in my Discord, but also here on my channel on YouTube. Much love, Redbeard. Much love. Yeah. I just saw that. Jalen Williams J-Dub is not sitting on the bench during the timeout. So let's see what that actually means. He could just be using the bathroom for all we know, but we're going to find out soon. You guys should know that. They just said that too, so. Andre Brooks said Spurs all day, been playing like garbage, and they're still in the game. Mob said Wemby is doing his monk meditation right now. He said Spurs are going to cover the spread. Ben Thompson said Vassell needs to wait to make a shot. Says looking rough for the Spurs. Okay, my Discord server is pinned in the chat. We're back from the timeout. Wemby's back in. Hartenstein's back in. Lou Dort's back in. Quick plug as well. Go down to the video description and follow me on social media, Instagram or Twitter. Myguyknowsaguy. Go ahead and follow me there. Back to the game. But join the Discord. It's pinned in the chat. Maybe I'll do another. Should I do another contest? Picks contest, guys. Cash prize for you all. I'll do another cash prize picks contest for the people that are active in the Discord, actually chatting in the Discord for one of these games. We're back. AJ Mitchell's still on the court, thankfully. He steals the ball from Wemby, pokes it free. And Shai, he scores on the other end, assisted by Lou Dort. 15 points for the MVP. And that was a nice shot from Shai. He dropped Stephon Castle off. 11-point lead for OKC. This is their biggest lead of the game. But here come the Spurs again. Dylan Harper going right back to the free throw line. The free throws have helped the Spurs stay in this one. Mob said, yeah, you said, Mob in the chat said, remember I said it was looking bad for the Knicks and they came back? That's true. Lamont Rogers, he cashed with Wallace 3 threes. You did say that before the game. Great call. Star Video says, bang! What did you cash? Can we get a random AJ Mitchell 3 before he leaves the game? Maybe he'll stay in the game if Jalen Williams, if there's something wrong with him. Harper makes the first free throw. He's fouled by Chet Holmgren. Back to a 10-point game. Let's see what happens. He makes both free throws. 2 minutes to go until halftime. I will have more predictions at halftime. More bets. I won't force it, but and we'll enjoy the rest of this great basketball game. Thank you for all being here. OKC up by 9. 2 minutes to go in the first half. We've seen a little bit of everything in this half. AJ Mitchell's still in the game. Jalen Williams is not on the bench for OKC. So, and Wemby just recorded his second block. We see the wingspan in full effect. Wemby blocks a 3. The Spurs go the other way, and Stephon Castle misses. They can't cash in off of the turnover. Wemby blocked Chet's three-pointer in the corner. But now AJ Mitchell gets a block shot. He blocks Stephon Castle. A spectacular defensive play from AJ Mitchell, the smallest guy on the court. And OKC goes the other way. They dump it off to Hartenstein, who gives a nice big-to-big pass to Chet Holmgren, and he gets fouled. Free throws for Chet. That's the third foul of the game on Wemby. But the Spurs are going to challenge, because that would mean it's the third foul on Wemby. And head coach Mitch Johnson, he's already won one challenge in this game. Can he make it 2 for 2? Wemby said that was all ball, and it was all ball. Wow, I just saw the other angle, and that they're going to win another challenge. That was a block for Wemby. He blocked that. And I should have bet Wemby's blocks today. I bet it the other day and came up just short, 4+ blocks. That's going to be a block for Wemby. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but that's my call. That's my call. Let's see what Tony Brothers decides. Let's see what Hollywood decides. No, I'm just joking. Did you guys see the angle? Redbeard said, can we hedge with Caruso? I have to let it ride now. Well, what's the live line? Is it back to 8.5? So yeah, we have a challenge on the screen. hit the like button for me and subscribe to my channel. Turn notifications on, everyone. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. You guys can help me get there. This community would be nothing without you guys, so help me out if you're watching and not subscribed. You can also chat and be a part of the live chat if you're subscribing. Only people that are subscribed to the channel can chat, so. Welcome to the sharpest chat on earth. Star Video says, team total over 57.5 for the first half. You cashed another winning bet in the chat. Star Videos, congrats to you. Let's keep it rolling. Jimmy NY, yeah, it looked like a clean block. Now I'm seeing another slow motion angle that maybe he grazed him with his forearm just a bit. But what happened first? I think it's a block, but let's see. They won the challenge, chat. It's a block. 3 blocks for Wemby. It's a block party. It's a block party. And Wemby's dapping people up, shaking their hands on the bench. Not even stressed. Like, I told you. I told you. That was their last challenge for the game, though. You know, you can only challenge a maximum of 2 times, and they won both challenges, but they used them up. And it was a good challenge. Anytime you can win a possession and regain a possession against the reigning champs, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We still don't have an update on Jalen Williams, chat. The moment I get an update here from Twitter, if you're not on that platform, I will let you know. I will let you know. And OKC fails. I mean, the Spurs failed to score off of the turnover. Thank you so much for the $50 super chat donation, Mike, in the chat. One of the absolute realists. I truly appreciate you for that kind gesture as Isaiah Hartenstein dunks the ball, and the fans love. They're on their feet now. Biggest lead of the. I mean, it's an 11-point lead. Thank you so much, Mike, in the chat. He said, "Bro, let's go." Lou Dort over 9.5 PRA. Before halftime. I eat, you eat. I love your channel, bro. Keep it up. Much love. Real ones. Hook this dude up. Help him grow for real. I truly appreciate you, Mike. One of the absolute realists. So kind of you, fam. So happy to see that you are enjoying the stream and having fun and winning. You've been winning big, and thank you so much for that, brother. No joke. I'm always rooting for you and everyone else here. And thank you for that act of kindness once again. Do you have any other bets for the game? You did say OKC as well. You said money line. I remember that. Let's cash tonight. And thank you, fam. As Wemby goes to the free throw line, I missed the last shot attempt. Harrison Barnes missed a corner 3. That's what it says on the screen. But Wemby's at the free throw line. 3 fouls on Hartenstein. That was a big dunk from Hartenstein. 7 points for Wemby now. A bit of a quiet half from him offensively. Spurs defense is a bit leaky in this first half as well. Wow, we got lucky. Just before halftime, AJ Mitchell with the floater. And so we have a chance with 10 points. He has 6 by halftime now. AJ Mitchell with the floater after Wemby made both free throws. Jimmy NY in the building. Red Beard says, you have Chet blocks in 2 positions. Let's go, Red Beard. You have Wemby's blocks too? AJ Mitchell with the floater over Wemby. That was clean. No problem. Thanks again, Mike. Jimmy NY says, yeah, we'll get them back. Dylan Harper just missed. 15 seconds left. But Harrison Barnes grabs the offensive board. So this might be the final possession. Nope. We have an offensive foul on Harrison Barnes. So he did well grabbing the offensive board, but then he commits the offensive foul, and the Spurs don't have any more challenges because they've already won 2 challenges. OKC ball now. 10 seconds to go. We have time for substitutions here. The Spurs are taking Wemby out for this final possession because I think he has 2 fouls, but Carter Bryant and Stephon Castle back in the game. Aaron Wiggins and Jared McCain sub in for Alex Caruso and Chet Holmgren. 11-point lead. This might be the final possession of the half. 62-51. And then I'll look at live betting opportunities. I won't force it, but I'll at least look. And that's going to do it. I mean, good defense there from the rookie, Carter Bryant. So, I mean, that's going to do it. You guys want to play some regular season trivia during halftime? Let me look at live bets. The Real app has regular season trivia. I didn't know this. Shout out to the Real app. Isaiah Hartenstein's getting the halftime. He's getting the halftime interview here. Hartenstein played a clean half. How do you guys feel? How do you guys feel about OKC and them bouncing back so far? Is it going to last? The turnovers for the Spurs is haunting them right now. So Tasha says you need a half point. So 1 point for Hartenstein to cash. I think you're cashing, Tasha. Best of luck. Let's roll. Let's roll, Tasha. I'm rooting for you. And Redbeard, everyone. Let me look at some live bets while you guys play some regular season trivia on the board. Maybe we'll play some NBA Jeopardy one day. Would you guys like to go head to head with me in some NBA Jeopardy? Me versus the chat. It's my guy knows a guy minus 250. No, I'm just joking. Maybe plus 125. Maybe I'll be plus 125. We have a lot of ball knowers in the community. But regular Jeopardy, I'm destroying everyone. Like regular Jeopardy. Mob says it still feels so early in the game. Matthew in the chat, welcome back. He said Wemby over 19.5. It's a low line. Can you guys see the question? Who attempted the most three-pointers in the regular season? Who attempted the most regular three-pointers in the regular season? Whoa, I can still answer questions. What's the next one? I'll leave it to the chat. You guys let me know. Who has the most free throws attempted in a game this season? In one game? That's random. I'm going to say Cade. Is it Cade? I said Cade. I can't remember that, though. Who had the most free throws attempted? Oh, per game. I didn't even read the question. Unbelievable. Let me get to the live bets. Per game. Okay. Wemby's points prop line is at 18.5. It dipped from 19 on FanDuel. Which team has the most three-pointers made per game this season, chat? Who's it going to be? Spurs? Who is it? What's your answer? Bucks? Doc Rivers, man. Only 97 people left. Bam Adebayo. That was funny, Tasha. I thought they would be like historical questions. So the answer was the Bucks. Apparently they let it fly. Shout out to Kyle Kuzma. Which team has the highest three-point percentage this season, chat? Percentage. Celtics, right? Yeah, I think they gave us a freebie there. That one was easy. It's definitely not the Magic. The Magic were hurting my eyes. Threes and the Magic, that's not, it's anyone but the Magic. Who has the most three-pointers made per game this season? It's Luka, man. It's either Luka or Trey Murphy, but it's Luka. It's got to be. Yeah. Trey Murphy wasn't far off, though. Trey Murphy was letting it fly. Trey Murphy doesn't even get to the free throw line. So, and he still averages 20 points a game. But, you know, if Trey Murphy got to the free throw line, he would average like 30 a game. But he never attempts free throws, Trey Murphy. But the answer was Luka. I was right. Yeah, I'm putting something together live, chat. I'm considering a live bet here. Did you guys get an update on Jalen Williams, on J-Dub? I have an idea for a same game parlay live, so you guys are going crazy with the quiz. Maybe we'll do that another time, maybe in the Discord. But we're going to keep it with the bets for now. So maybe another time we'll do some trivia or something. You guys seem to like it. Shout out to you guys. Thanks for being here. Amazing community. Hold on, chat. I'm almost done. I know I don't have much time, but okay, chat. Here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. Chet Holmgren, 6+ rebounds, and Shai, 30+ points. Plus 102 on FanDuel. So it's a live bet. Live same game parlay. Chet Holmgren, 6+ rebounds with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 30+. And I'll get that on the screen for you right now. Okay, chat, that's what I'm rolling with to win a half unit. Risking a half unit. This is a live bet. Let me know if you're tailing. If you're tailing, let me know. Yeah, you did say that too. Yep, you did say that. Moneyline OKC, Adam. Yep, they're halfway there. Okay, drop your live bets in the chat. Do you guys see that one? I just placed it, so plus 102 on FanDuel. I'll be surprised if it doesn't hit, but let's see. I like what I saw from Shai in terms of the aggression. Tons of points off of turnovers. So the live bet that I just placed at halftime, Chet Holmgren, 6+ rebounds, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 30+ points. Good night. Have a great night, Tasha. You're working tonight. That's unfortunate, but I mean, we have to work. And best of luck always, and thank you so much for everything, Tasha. I hope you have a great night. Hope to see you again. I'll be streaming again tomorrow for the Knicks Cavs game 2. Have a great night, Tasha. Best of luck. Jay Wall said, "What do you think about Isaiah Hartenstein over 12 points?" I'm not sure about that. 12? I'm not sure about that. He can stop scoring at any time. Rebounds, but I think he'll score and go over the 4.5 if he didn't already. Adam Fears says they leaked it out yesterday. I got a screenshot of it. You have to show me that. Adam, are you in the free Discord? MOB, Aaron Lakers, join my free Discord. It's pinned in the chat. Click the link and join the group chat. You guys are going crazy during the trivia session. Who votes for more NBA trivia in the future? Maybe when there are no games. Hey, my bro Jared, how's it going, fam? How's it going? I might have more live bets as well, so stick around, everyone. During the second half. That's it for now, but I was going to take a shot at Keldon Johnson under 8.5. Keldon Johnson doesn't look aggressive today. I was going to take a shot at Keldon Johnson under 8.5. Aaron Lakers says, tailed it. Now let's hope Caruso doesn't score again. That would be great. I hope to win 2 of these 3 bets, If we can win the 2 parlays, it won't matter about Caruso. They're separate bets, but I want to win all 3. Caruso shocked me, man. He didn't do anything in the first quarter. Scored 7 points in 2 minutes. A volatile, unpredictable player. Yeah, Jalen Williams, yeah. Yeah, he's hurt. How's it going, Jared? Hope you're having a great day, fam. You're still recovering from that Knicks win yesterday? Big Knicks fans in the chat. How was your day? Mob said, "Win." You like dubs for the trivia? Okay. Yeah, there's like a Jeopardy site where you can like do different topics. Maybe I'll do that sometime. I do have another channel though, called My Guy Knows Ball. Maybe I should do that on that channel. Subscribe to that channel, actually. Yeah, I think that's better for that channel. That makes sense. I have another channel just for NBA stuff without betting, where I just, talk here and there. Maybe I can go live there and just do normal stuff with the community, Mob, click my channel and subscribe to the other channel. If I'm even allowed to go live there, I've And the second half is back. We'll do live Jeopardy. Maybe I'll do some prizes. Live NBA Jeopardy. Jared Weiss says tomorrow night, got a ticket for you, my guy. In the Garden? I have to message you. What? Look out, Media tailed it on Flip. Best of luck. J Wall, best of luck, fam. Everyone that's here, Adam, everyone that was talking about the trivia as well. Chris, Zach, a 2-run home run for the Angels to tie it in the first inning against the A's. Wait, this is a basketball stream. Lou Dort. He scores again for Mike in the chat, assisted by Hartenstein. So this could be a problem, man. This could be a problem. Because Wemby hits a nice shot. Easy for him. He's a giant. Assisted by Stephon Castle. And guys, Jalen Williams is not back in the game. What did they say on social media? Let me check it. Yeah, there's no word on J-Dub right now. So he scored 26 in the first game, and it's just the NBA where suspicious lives. Back-to-back buckets for the Spurs. This time it's off a turnover. Dylan Harper with a nice finish at the rim. 10 points for Dylan Harper. Thank you guys for being here. Remember, this stream is nothing without you guys. No joke. I'm only half of the act here. You guys are more than the half, really. I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you to everyone that's been here. It's been a long season, the ups, the downs, streaming for multiple hours a day. I just want to say thank you once again. As Isaiah Hartenstein scores for OKC, 6 points for Hartenstein, assisted by Wallace, 2 assists for Wallace. He went over 1.5 assists. Another floater for Hartenstein over Wemby. A moonshot floater. A moonshot floater. And OKC's up by 11. Mike said, Dort's my dude, bro. Yeah, that was a bad pass too, Mop. So they're showing footage on the screen. It's the hamstring, Jalen Williams. That could derail their playoff run. He has an ice pack on his hamstring walking to the locker room. They just showed it. As Wemby hits a 3 to cut the lead to 8, there's pressure on OKC here. There's pressure on OKC here. It's going to make it easier to guard Shai. I didn't think he wouldn't return. They didn't say it. I wouldn't have bet Shai for 30. It's going to be easier to guard Shai if J-Dub isn't back. That's crazy. That's crazy. I wouldn't have bet that, man. They didn't say he wasn't coming back. J-Wall said they rushed him back. Maybe. Maybe he tweaked it again. You guys saw the footage, right? On the screen? Lookout said they pulled J-Dub. Yeah, it's a tough one there. No, you'll get that back, Lookout. I hope you get that back. You'll get that back with the Sky tonight. 7 rebounds for Wemby after Case and Wallace misses the free throw. This is a sloppy sequence. The momentum appears to be shifting just a bit. Yeah, hamstrings are tough too. It's an it's an injury that takes you have to take your time with a hamstring. If you rush yourself back, you also have to be hydrated. And then there's also a random element. A lot of people in the medical community still don't know exactly how to treat a hamstring injury besides just waiting as long as you can. In terms of the actual rehab process, it's different than other muscles because of, anytime you walk, you have to flex your hamstring. It's a difficult, tender injury. A lot of people, it's a recurring issue for them as well in their career. Devin Vassell hit another 3. Wemby with the assist. That 11-point lead has been cut to 5. I think OKC should have called a timeout there. I didn't bet on OKC, but hey, Mark Daniel did not call a timeout because Jalen Williams, the other Jalen Williams, missed a 3. And the Spurs score again. Dylan Harper. It's a 12-2 run. It's only a 3-point lead as OKC has gone ice cold from the field to start the second half. Ice cold to start the second half. Guys, do we sprinkle the Spurs money line or the spread because of the J-Dub injury? Mark Daniels, the head coach of the OKC, Wemby got away with a little more. Actually, that was a foul. Wemby got away with an offensive foul. And Mark Daniel does not like what he saw. I'm taking a look at the live line. Maybe I should have done it at halftime, but I'm talking about the spread, you know? The spread. It would be impulsive, though, to just do it then, but with J-Dub not there, it's easier to stop Shai. It's easier to stop Shai. I'm betting it. I'm betting it. Spurs plus 5.5. OKC can still win the game. FanDuel. OKC. Sorry, chat. Spurs plus 5.5. Spurs plus 5.5. OKC can still win the game, but I think that Spurs will cover 5.5. I'm rolling with it. Minus 112 to win a half unit. Spurs will win the series if J-Dub misses any games. I mean, you have to have that secondary score to take pressure off of Shai, especially if Chet is not able to give you at least 15, maybe 20 points. So I just placed a live bet on the San Antonio Spurs plus 5.5, minus 112 to win a half unit. Let's see what happens. OKC still has enough quality to win or maybe even cover without Jalen Williams, but I'm betting on the opposite to happen. How do you feel about it, chat? Jared Weiss says he's tailing. Andre Brooks says, let's go Spurs. Mob says he thinks 7.5 is a bit safer. Mob says you should have bet 11.5. Yeah, I mean, maybe I should have. 6 Rob Stone said it's going to cover easily. Mike said, just live bet OKC moneyline minus 250. Maybe we can both win here too, Mike. 6 Rob says he needs SGA for 25 plus. Shai didn't even attempt a shot to start the second half. That was crazy. Redbeard said he's tailing. Yeah, anything can happen, guys, but I'm rolling there. I might bet more live, but let's see. We're watching it together. Hit the like button for me and subscribe. Andre Rogers just bet Wemby over 23.5. Best of luck. Hartenstein's about to get fouled out. Well, I'm glad he got the 4 rebounds for us. He also cashed for Tasha. She went to work, but she needed Hartenstein over 4.5 points, and he cashed. Congrats, Tasha. I know you're not here, but okay, we're back. As Jared McCain misses a contested layup, Lou Dort with the offensive rebound. And then Lou Dort missed the 3. OKC still hasn't scored. And since that Hartenstein floater, and Wemby hits a three. Wow, it's a tie game. Just like that. Whoa. OKC has it here. They're taking some time off the shot clock. And now OKC responds. It's Jalen Williams, the other Jalen Williams. His second three of the game, assisted by Shai. 6 assists for Shai. And OKC's back up by 3. That was the first 3 for OKC in over 9 minutes of regulation. Spurs have it. They're probing. Wemby has it. He gives it to Devin Vassell. Vassell hits the 3. 11 points for Devin Vassell. 3 threes for Vassell. And it's a tie basketball game again. And the crowd is quiet. The crowd's quiet, chat. Can we get AJ Mitchell to be the secondary scorer and get to 10 for us for that first parlay? Like, can we get an AJ Mitchell sighting here? Oh, I lost the first live bet, guys. Alex Caruso, I'll never bet his under for the rest of the playoffs. He just hit a big 3 for OKC, assisted by Shai once again. 10 points for Alex Caruso, 2 threes, and it's a 1-point lead. Sorry, no, it's wrong. Yeah, it's a 1-point lead now because Wemby just hit the putback dunk. I looked up at the scoreboard before it actually happened on my laptop. And Wemby is on a mission. Wow, 4+ blocks, plus 110 cashed for Wemby. After I had it in game 1, it cashed in the third quarter. Wemby with the putback dunk, and then he blocks Alex Caruso on the other end. Unbelievable. And the Spurs have a chance to take the lead. The alien is in the building. He blocked it with his elbow. 5 rebounds for Hartenstein. Great call, J. Darby. Here comes Chet. Here comes Chet. The strange part about this is no shot attempts for Shai in this quarter so far. And Stephon Castle just missed a 3 in the corner. A low volume day in terms of three-point attempts for Castle. And Shai grabs the rebound. He goes the other way, and he gets fouled by Julian Champagny. It's on the floor. Zach Zate in the chat. Alien emojis. Wrong game 3 ladder for me. Redbeard? Yeah, maybe. He's been using his elbows to block a lot lately. Another 3 for Alex Caruso. The Spurs have an Alex Caruso problem. I will never bet his under for the rest of the season. 3 threes for Alex Caruso. He's looking like Klay Thompson again. But Stephon Castle responds again, but this time it's a 2. 2-point lead for OKC. We're halfway through the third quarter. There we go, Shai. He gets to his spot and he hits that signature mid-range jumper. 17 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And OKC's up by 4. Whoa. The second block of the game for Shai. He just blocked Dylan Harper, and OKC goes the other way. Fast-paced action here. McCain misses. Spurs have it. 6 turnovers for Castle. He coughs it up immediately. 6 turnovers for Castles. OKC has it again. Fast-paced game here. And Jared McCain missed a 3 in transition, but OKC gets the offensive board. And they still have it. And Shai misses a contested layup. Spurs have it. They're down by 4. Need some water. And Chet's on the ground here. They called the foul on Chet, but it's like he hurt himself somehow. He was holding his face. OKC timeout. I think Chet's okay. I think Chet's okay. Dylan Harper took an elbow to the face, Chet. Dylan Harper might have a concussion. I'm serious. He just got elbowed in the face, in the head by Chet Holmgren. And Dylan Harper's going to the locker room. They both hurt each other somehow. He was grabbing his hamstring while he was walking, but let's see what it is. Either way, he's going to the locker room. Jimmy NY. And OKC is actually challenging the foul call on Chet there. Why is Chet not grabbing rebounds? Chet only has 5 points. Yeah, and you're right, Jimmy. It's a leg issue with Harper. It had to be when he landed. He got hit in the head, face though, but maybe the issue is the hamstring. But either way, let's see what happens. You said eject Chet, eject him from the game. Andre Brooks says Caruso isn't going to beat him. MOB says I have Wemby for 25. Said Castle's handling his business. Digital printout said I just placed a bet on Harper's points to go over at halftime, and that sucks. Yeah, you can't predict it. He's been healthy. He was listed questionable for like a game or two in the Timberwolves series, but Jay Wall said, "Why is everyone getting hurt?" OKC lost the challenge. Welcome back, Broken Camera Film. How's it going, brother? Broken Camera Film in the chat, man. How's it going, man? Hope you're catching as well. So OKC lost the challenge. It is a foul on Chet. Luke Cornett and Carter Bryant just subbed in for Wemby and the injured Dylan Harper. No more. Neither team has a challenge remaining for the rest of this game. Dylan Harper went to the locker room and then he came back out of the tunnel for like 5 seconds. And then the trainers walked him back to the locker room. Dylan Harper might be done for the game. They just showed it. That's an unfortunate blow. They're already missing De'Aaron Fox. I couldn't have predicted that. OKC, they even things up. They even things up after that Jalen Williams injury earlier. Now I don't feel as confident about that Spurs live bet now. You just can't predict these injuries. Shai, and one for Shai off glass. 19 points for SGA. And he's going to the free throw line. He got fouled by Stephon Castle. Nice finish, too, from the MVP. 20 points for Shai after making the free throw. SGA has arrived to the Western Conference Finals. With no Harper, no Wemby on the court, the Spurs need something here. And they get something. Keldon Johnson was 1 for 8 before that putback layup. He put back his own miss. But OKC scores again. They're up by 7. It's Chet Holmgren. And he's going to the free throw line and won OKC. And I think this foul's on Luke Cornett. He made the free throw. The Spurs get something. It's out of Devin Vassell. A mid-range jumper. They're down by 6. Mob said the MVP needs to get 10 more points. Andre Brooks says OKC needs some help in the paint. Chet is too weak. Hartenstein doesn't have the footwork. Another bucket for for Shai. Another bucket for Shai. 22 points for Shai. A long 2. And the Spurs might need to get Wemby back into the game because Stephon Castle is a legit turnover machine. AJ Mitchell with his 3rd steal of the game. 7 turnovers for Stephon Castle. And Chet Holmgren scores off the turnover. And SGA with another nice pass. 10 points for Chet. And that's a bad sequence for the Spurs. 10-point lead for OKC. Ooh, what do you think, guys? That was a big dunk for Chet. He did that with Wemby off the floor, but he did it. Either way, he did it. You see ET phone home. Where's Wemby? Wemby needed rest, man, but it's tough. What are the live odds? Can this guy Chet grab a rebound? I don't want this series to get spoiled by injuries. So as of right now, still no Dylan Harper, according to the sideline reporter in the game. And we're back, chat, from that timeout. And we have a different look here. Jordan McLaughlin on the court with Harrison Barnes. A different lineup here for the Spurs. Wemby is back in the game, though. Free throws for Harrison Barnes. Free throws for Harrison Barnes. The NBA champion with the Warriors when he was a young player. over 10 years ago. He makes the first free throw, first foul on Alex Caruso. He makes both free throws and is back to an 8-point lead. OKC ball here. And it doesn't last long. Chet with another dunk. This time it's an alley-oop. 12 points for Chet. He has 7 points in the third quarter. Something's gotten into Chet. And Wemby did not like that. Alex Caruso threw that pass right over Wemby. Backdoor cut from Chet with the alley-oop. Wow, what a three from Jordan McLaughlin. I don't know why the scoreboard just froze. McLaughlin just hit a three, Chet. Assisted by Wemby. That was good D from Chet. He stopped Wemby at the rim, and then Wemby with the nice pass to Jordan McLaughlin in the corner. Okay, we got some good news. AJ Mitchell with 8 points now. We need 10 from AJ Mitchell. And then Champagny scores on the other end, so the offense is starting to flow here with these two units on the court. It's a 7-point lead for OKC. We need one more basket from AJ Mitchell to cash that first parlay that I played pregame. I'm surprised Chet only has 3 rebounds. Okay, Chad, I'm back. Let me know. Okay, chat, let me know if you can see me or hear me. Just say yes or no. Unfortunately, I'm having connection issues with my OBS studio. Technology's working against me right now. Let me know if you guys can see and hear me. I had to turn my Wi-Fi off and on. Unfortunately, we had 100 people. We had 100 people watching, and it's 35 now. People probably thought something was wrong. If it happens again, I'm gonna have to end the stream, or I'm gonna have to at least reset my PC. I do apologize there, chat. I apologize there. I apologize on behalf of the technology. We just missed a crazy sequence to end the game. It was a 3-point game, and then OKC hit back-to-back shots to end the half. Shai scored, and then Jared McCain scored. Thanks a lot, Jared. Monotone, Digital Printhouse, Mark Carpenter, Flight of the Fish, Zach Zate, 6 Rob Stone, Jay Wall, Mike, Andre Rogers, Zach Zate, Big Earn, Jay Darby. And let's see what happens here. Here comes the money quarter. Shai is on his way to 30, but Chet, I might never bet Chet rebounds again. We need 2 points from AJ Mitchell. And let's get ready for the fourth quarter. Yeah, if you just joined the stream again, I had connection difficulties. Welcome back, everyone. I had to turn my Wi-Fi off and on. We missed a crazy sequence at the end of that quarter. But everything appears to be all good now. Dylan Harper's out for the game. Official. And let's see what happens to start the quarter. We are back, chat. Fourth quarter, game 2. Spurs versus Thunder. Who wins? Spurs or OKC Thunder? Stephon Castle with a finish at the rim. He has 20 points, 6 assists for Wemby, 6-point lead for OKC. 6-point lead for OKC. And Jared McCain misses a 3 in the corner. He's 2 for 10 from the field today. And now Wemby misses a 3. Still a 6-point lead for OKC. 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And Shai is not in the game. Remember, he played 52 minutes in game 1 in the double overtime thriller. So no Shai, no Jalen Williams on the court right now. Jalen Williams is injured, presumably not returning to the game. And where's the offense going to come from OKC here? They are. This is a tricky period of the game for them. We still have. I bet Spurs plus 5.5. Let's see. Stephon Castle scores again, 22 points. A great game from Stephon Castle after another missed Jared McCain jumper. And it's a 4-point lead. They were just down by 10. Spurs within striking distance. Uh-oh. OKC got something from McCain. The high volume approach is working for now. His second 3 of the game, 9 points, and it's back to a 7-point lead. That was a good offensive rebound from Jared McCain. Points off of second chance scoring opportunities for OKC. Jared McCain with the offensive rebound that led to that 3. And now we have a foul on the floor on Isaiah Joe. He just pushed, or he bumped into Harrison Barnes. Wow, AJ Mitchell with his 4th steal of the game, chat. But Jared McCain misses in transition, a contested layup. OKC still up by 7. Spurs sprint the other way. Wemby, he drives to the basket. He misses. He gets his own rebound and he scores 19 points for Victor Wembanyama. And is back to a 5-point lead. That was a crazy putback. It was only a 7'4" player could do what he just did. That was crazy. Isaiah Hartenstein missed. Spurs go the other way. They have it. Wow, it's a 3 from Harrison Barnes, the veteran, with 5 points, and it's a 2-point lead. OKC only up by 2. Timeout OKC. We have to assume Shai is coming back in the game here. Spurs flex. Which team is deeper at the moment? No Dylan Harper, no De'Aaron Fox, and they're still down by 2. No Jalen Williams on the other side. And the Spurs are flexing their depth in this game, getting contributions from everyone. Keldon Johnson, a little bit. He was thinking it up, but he had a putback. Wemby, of course. Luke Cornett had 4 points earlier. Champagny hit a big shot earlier. Harrison Barnes with 5 points. Stephon Castle with 22. A little bit of everything here. Jared McCain hit a big 3, a couple of big shots on the OKC side of things. Chet Holmgren had a big third quarter after a slow start to the game. What's going to happen here as we get closer to clutch time? Hit the like button for me as well and subscribe to the channel. I'm Myguyknowsaguy. This is my sports predictions channel. Been going live during the games all season, not just during the playoffs. We were watching Washington Wizards, Utah Jazz basketball here back in February, the cold month of February, betting on random players, random totals, 5, 6, 7 hour streams. Subscribe to my channel and turn notifications on because we watch ball here. And I'm the only guy that will say that while being proud to say it. We watched an unreasonable amount of Washington Wizards basketball only because of sports betting this season. We probably watched more Sacramento Kings games than anyone. Jay Darby said DraftKings giving me an early exit protection on J-Dub that I added as a third leg. I can cash out for a profit, but I think if Mitchell doesn't get his 8 points, then Mitchell has 8 points. Then I can get back anyways. Jay Darby said McCain almost airballed that 3. Broken Camera Film said, I did that same play when I was playing against 5th graders. Jimmy NY said 2-point game. Broken Camera Film's laughing. Mob said if you took Spurs plus 10, I know you're happy. Broken Camera Film said can't blink. Jay Wall said Dylan Harper messed up my parlays. Digital Printhouse remembers Julian Reese double-doubles, Angel Reese's brother. Bet the over every time the Wizards played after the All-Star break. They had no defense. Every game was going over 250. Broken Camera Film said he's on plus 10.5. Yeah, I hope Mitchell can score 1 bucket for us. That would be sad if he doesn't, but let's see. Best of luck, everyone. Big Earn said, facts, I missed good games trying to cover a leg in a garbage game. And we are back from the timeout. Hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks. Hey, Chach, welcome back, fam. Big Arsenal fan in the chat. He said now beat PSG in the Champions League final. Welcome back, brother. Enjoy it all. Congrats on the title season. I'm a fan of Union Saint-Gilloise in Belgium, so that's my club. USG. Go Union Saint-Gilloise. Allez Union. I stopped being a Chelsea fan after Roman Abramovich sold the team. I have my reasons. Let's move on. Yeah, 10 plus, yeah, J Darby. Best of luck either way, fam. LJ in the chat said he needs 4 points from Keldon Johnson to hit a 5-leg on Prize Picks. I hope you cash. That's the only thing about Prize Picks. You can't really hedge on platform, but if you have other books, maybe you can take his under live and maybe hedge if that's the last leg. A little Prize Picks hedge there. And we have a foul on the floor on Stephon Castle. Looked like a jump ball. It's a jump ball. It's a jump ball. OKC wins the jump ball. OKC wins the jump ball. Shai's back in, of course. And we have another foul on OKC. That is on the Spurs. I wonder if OKC is going to get into the bonus early in this quarter. Yeah, we need AJ back in. Jared McCain's been in for a while, though. I think they're going to take McCain out soon and put AJ in to finish with Shai. As Cason Wallace hits a 3, guys. 4-3 of the game. Now, give me about 60 seconds. I'll be right back. I'll leave the scoreboard on. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back in 60 seconds. Thanks for understanding. I'll be right back. I'm back. Wow, I come back and they're down by 10, and Stephon Castle just turned it over. His 8th turnover of the game. I'm not pleased with what I'm seeing here. 6 rebounds now for Isaiah Hartenstein. He just grabbed an offensive board off the miss Shai. What did I just miss? Caruso free throws and a McCain bucket. That's crazy. And now they're going back to their free throw line. Uh-oh. Looks like it's going to be 1-1, man. The series. You guys watching the game? And why is Mitchell not in? Crazy. Big game from Caruso and Hartenstein here today. Unbelievable. Great call. Whenever you say Hart, I get confused. You're talking about Hartenstein, right? J Darby? But great call. And congrats. It's a 12-point lead. When I left, it was a 4-point lead. The 10-0 run for OKC. And Wemby misses again. They don't get a stop here. It's looking ugly. With no Fox, no Harper. Another foul. OKC's in the bonus. As Wemby missed a wide open three, too. And how does Chet have 3 rebounds? You're 7 feet tall. You're over 7 feet tall. Redbeard said OKC minus 12. Yeah, McCain. Yeah. Champagne's back in for McLaughlin. Great call with Case and Wallace as well, Andre. Well, it looks like we might have a long series. I'm sure most of us expected that, but the Spurs finally get something. It's a Devin Vassell 3. His 5th 3 of the game. He had a big game today. He bounced back just a bit. Actually, he played well on Monday. I forgot about that. It's a 10-point game. Still a chance for the Spurs. They're hanging around. Welcome back, Larry Mavid. How's it going? Whoa, back-to-back threes for the Spurs. They cut that 13-point lead to 7. Still not over. That was the first 3 of the game for Castle, and it's a 25-point performance for Stephon Castle after that big first half. And Chet missed. Hartenstein gets his 7th rebound. And he scores after the rebound. Whoa, assisted by Case and Wallace. Hartenstein had a big night. He's on double-double watch. And it's back to a 9-point game. They're double-teaming Shai, guys. That's why Hartenstein had so much space when they swung the ball around the perimeter, and Hartenstein had so much space. Timeout, Spurs. We have a foul, but it's on the floor. On Case and Wallace. It'll be a side out after the timeout. How do we feel, Chad? How do we feel? I will be streaming it. I will stream again tomorrow, once again during Cavs Knicks game 2. Hope to see you all there. I will probably have way more pregame picks. Today I just wasn't feeling it with the pregame plays, but yeah, they switched back to that half-court double on Shai. As soon as Castle came back in the game, too. J Wall. Larry Mavid said, pretty good. Got some bets messed up by Harper and the Cubs pulling Cabrera early like cowards, but cashed most of the bigger straights so far. Great job, though, man. You'll get that back. Great job, bro. Redbeard said, all good. You cash with AZ Fudd? Andre Rogers? AZ Fudd bet? What was the bet? Big Earn said Champagne is hurting with only 1 3 and 2 PRA. That's tough there. I hope you get that somehow. Castle is on fire, Mob. 6 Rob said, hold on. Thank you so much, Bitsy, for that super chat donation. Very, very kind of you, brother. I truly appreciate you. Best of luck always, fam. I'm always rooting for you. He said, what up, what up? Well, what up to you as well? Hope you're enjoying the game. Hope you're enjoying the stream, and welcome to the community. We'll be doing this again tomorrow, Bitsy. And best of luck. Did you place any bets today? Larry Mavid said, I have Hartenstein 2+ assists, plus 180. I don't know why I closed at plus 102 like an hour later. Someone dropped a bag on it. Jay Darby cashed that too. Congrats, guys. MOB said I need Wemby to just dunk on them. The Spurs are settling for the 3 a bit too much, you know, but we're back from the timeout, guys. Jay Wall says Shai's offline right now. Andre said 10.5 points. Not sure how they cashed me out, though. Okay. You still have time in that game, too, the WNBA game. AJ Mitchell's back in for Jared McCain. That was a long stretch for Jared McCain. He hit a couple of clutch shots for them after a slow start for him. Spurs ball side out. Let's go. 5.5 minutes to go. Stephon Castle hits. Oh, no, he missed. A 3. Keldon Johnson grabs the rebound and puts it back in. 7 points for Keldon Johnson. And it's back to a 7-point lead for OKC. It's an and one, by the way. He got fouled on his own putback. And the foul is on Cason Wallace, I believe. He swiped at him. And it's a 3-point play. All hustle. He missed the free throw. Still a 7-point lead. OKC ball. Let's see what happens on the other end of the court. We need 2 points from AJ Mitchell. We have 5 minutes left in the game. Let's see if he can score. AJ Mitchell with his second assist of the game. He just assisted Shai for a floater. 26 points for the MVP. It's a floater. 9-point lead for OKC. And this is not a good game for Julian Champagnie. He just missed another 3. Chet Holmgren just grabbed his 4th rebound of the game. Can Chet get 2 more rebounds? We're running out of time. 4.5 minutes to go. 9-point lead for OKC. What's going to happen here down the stretch? OKC taking some time off the clock. AJ Mitchell he shoots a 3. He missed. AJ Mitchell missed the 3. Isaiah Hartenstein grabs the rebound, and OKC still has it. And now Shai missed the 3. Hartenstein grabs his 10th rebound, a double-double for Hartenstein today. Unbelievable. And they grab another rebound. And now this time Shai missed the mid-range jump shot. 3 straight shots in 1 possession. You had to cash out Jalen Williams at halftime, Bitsy. That's unfortunate. Yeah, he got injured. LJ said, you need 2 more points from Keldon Johnson to cash. He just scored a 3. LJ. Keldon Johnson with the 3, assisted by Stephon Castle, is back to a 6-point lead for OKC. Congrats, LJ, for Keldon Johnson. This is a sweaty game. And the crowd got quiet after he hit that 3. Keldon Johnson with the wide open corner 3. How is he that wide open? Wow, AJ Mitchell missed again. He missed 3 straight shots. It was contested, though. He's a small guy, but not really, but he just missed that. And wow, but Isaiah Hartenstein grabs the rebound, his 11th of the game, and he's going right back to the free throw line. That was a difficult layup for AJ Mitchell. Yeah, great call, LJ. That was a difficult shot attempt from AJ Mitchell, if you guys saw it. Hartenstein missed the first free throw. They caught a break. OKC caught a break. And Chet Holmgren subs out for Alex Caruso. So OKC goes small here. And the Spurs catch a big break. Hartenstein missed both free throws. A double-double for Hartenstein today. 3 minutes to go on the clock. And Champagny needs to stop shooting. He missed another shot. I don't think he's made a shot in the second half. He missed the corner three. And OKC goes the other way, up by 6. Wow, and we have a foul on Vassell that is going to send OKC to the free throw line. Shai's going to shoot free throws off of a rebound. He landed on Shai. Why is Vassell smiling? Why is he laughing about that? You just sent one of the most prolific free throw shooters in the game to the line. The most prolific free throw shooter. And Shai makes the first free throw, 7-point lead for OKC. He makes both. He makes Vassell pay, 8-point lead for OKC. 28 points for the MVP. For the 30-point Shai bettors out there. And you can hear the MVP chants in the arena. Spurs ball down by 8. 3 minutes to go. We have a foul on the floor. Is that a makeup call? Shai with the foul on Castle. But they're not in the bonus. They haven't been aggressive enough. And guess what? After the side out, Stephon Castle records his 9th turnover of the game. I said the Spurs were fortunate to win game 1 with 11 turnovers from Castle. He has 9 today. Looking like Cade Cunningham, even worse, actually, when it comes to turnovers. And hopefully this one doesn't cost the Spurs. When it comes to that 5.5-point spread, that live bet that I placed. They dodge one. Shai misses a long 2. And it's still an 8-point lead. Devin Vassell grabs the rebound, and the Spurs go the other way. Wemby missed again. Wemby hasn't scored in the fourth quarter. 12 rebounds for Isaiah Hartenstein. Wemby comes back down to earth offensively here at the wrong time. 2.5 minutes to go. OKC ball up by 8. And how many times will the Spurs be able to dodge not scoring on the other end, because OKC hasn't scored a couple of trips here. But this time, the OKC does score, and AJ Mitchell hits the parlay for us. 10 points for AJ Mitchell, chat. We win the first parlay, the pregame parlay. Unfortunately, it's a small prize, but maybe I should have left it at that. But we do cash the parlay. AJ Mitchell scores a shot closer to the basket. Cash the parlay, 10 points, AJ Mitchell, with 4 rebounds for Isaiah Hartenstein. Plus, what was it, 126? Devin Vassell responds for the Spurs with a huge 3. 22 points for Devin Vassell, 7 assists for Stephon Castle, and it's back to a 7-point game. OKC has it. Shai just missed a long 2. Another missed bucket for Shai, and the Spurs have it again. The Spurs have it again. This time, Wemby scores 21 points for Victor Wembanyama, his first points of the fourth quarter. Stephon Castle with back-to-back assists. And it's a 5-point lead for OKC, 125 on the clock. It is a small prize, but who cashed that parlay that AJ Mitchell won with me? OKC ball up by 5. They take some time off the clock. AJ Mitchell brings it up. Shai has it, and they hit Shai with the offensive foul. He spun on Castle at the top of the key, and he hit Castle in the face. Offensive foul on Shai. Spurs ball down by 5. 1 minute to go. Devin Vassell missed the corner 3. Keldon Johnson with the offensive rebound again. Another offensive rebound for Keldon Johnson. But guess who turns it over again? Stephon Castle. Stephon Castle turns it over again. 9 turnovers. Maybe the other one didn't count. I counted 10 turnovers, but it doesn't matter. That was a horrible decision. And here comes Jared McCain because AJ Mitchell appears to be hurt. There's a wet spot on the floor and he slipped. He's grabbing, it might be his groin. It might be a groin injury, maybe a quad injury. But he is walking off with on his own power. So I hate to see people get hurt. Shout out to AJ Mitchell for cashing. And he landed awkwardly on that Keldon Johnson rebound and started grabbing his quad. So it's some sort of leg injury. Yeah, MOB, hopefully we cash the spread. Big earn. Wemby's exhausted after that double overtime the other day. He's trying to hide it. You know, he's always nonchalant. You know, it's Wemby. But I don't think Wemby's conditioning is ready for this particular game. How many days between game 2 and game 3, guys? Is it two-day gap or 1 day gap? It's 1 day, right? It should be on Friday, right? It is. Game 3 is on Friday. Yep, Jay Darby cashed the parlay. Let's go. Six Rob Stone said these guys are wasting every opportunity. Definitely. Hit the like button for me. Thanks a lot. Jay Wall, yeah. A lot of injuries. There are a lot of players on the Spurs side that aren't really used to this playoff run, you know, so. And we're back from the timeout. OKC taking some time off the clock here. They are up by 5. Jared McCain taking his time. And Shai scores. Shai hits 30 for the chat. 30 points for the MVP. It's a signature mid-range jumper. And OKC leads by 7. The Spurs need points on this possession or this one is over. And they miss. Stephon Castle with his missed the 3, and Hartenstein grabs his 13th rebound of the game. And Alex Caruso scores on the other end, assisted by Cason Wallace. It's a layup for Caruso, and OKC goes up by 9. They have a chance to cover the pregame 7.5-point spread now with 20 points. This is crazy. This is crazy. And I can't believe Chet Holmgren got benched for the final 4 minutes. With how Hartenstein was rolling, I understand it, but I regret betting on Chet's rebounds. No more Chet bets in this series. Only unders. Under points, under rebounds. That's it. No more Chet bets. He ruined that halftime parlay. What's for dinner tonight, guys? It's probably late for you. Most of you have probably eaten dinner. I'm going to eat a late dinner because of the stream. My lovely girlfriend is cooking once again. I can't wait. Join me tomorrow for another stream. I will start the stream tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, maybe 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay, guys? Subscribe, turn notifications on, all of that. We still have some time here. Let's see if by some stroke of luck, the Spurs can score. You know, twice. Is that even possible? They'll probably give up. They're exhausted. They're ready to get on that plane and fly back to San Antonio. But subscribe to my channel and turn notifications on. Everyone drop your dinner in the chat. What was dinner? My bro Zach Zate said they played strong. Digital Print House in the chat. Yep, and Vassell missed the 3. That's a wrap for the Spurs. OKC will cover. Jay Wall, I hope you get that back too. Zach Zate said pizza. Jay Wall said barbecue chicken and mac and cheese. Redbeard said wings and hand-cut fries. Okay, you guys are eating good. The Spurs are not going to foul. That's going to be the final score, chat. And OKC will cover the spread. They're going to win by 9. I go 1-3 today. 1-3. Went 2-2 yesterday. 1-3 today. I'll have to try a lot harder tomorrow. I do have a lot of pregame bets circled for tomorrow, so I'm going to get to work tonight after I eat dinner. I just want to say much love to you guys. I hope you guys came out on top somehow, some way. 6 Rob Stone said sleep is his dinner tonight. Mob said Wingstop. Larry Mavid cashed with Keldon Johnson 2+3s for +230. Great call. Larry Mavid said haven't had it yet, but gonna make some breakfast tacos after this. Okay. Jay Darby said pork tacos. Andre Rogers says Wemby. Yeah, Wemby failed a lot of people with his points prop line. I appreciate you guys for being here during the stream. That concludes Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. The OKC Thunder win 122-113. They cover the spread, and the game goes over once again. It seems like every game is going over in the NBA. Shout out to AJ Mitchell for that clutch bucket before he got injured. Otherwise, I would have been completely wiped. They were smaller bets, but I'm going to roll out some one unit bets tomorrow. 1 unit bets. I do want to say best of luck to you guys. If you guys did lose today, don't chase your losses. Be measured with your approach. Remember that you're always in control of your funds. Be responsible with your sports betting. I genuinely love this community. Andre Rogers says, till next time, my guy knows a guy. A great stream. Thank you so much. Join my free Discord. It's pinned in the chat. I'll be here again tomorrow. Larry Mavis said, I appreciate you, my guy. Everybody have a good night. You guys all have a good night. Stay safe out there. We'll try again tomorrow. Cavs, Knicks, game 2 in the Garden. Must-win game for the Cavs, essentially. The 22-point comeback in game 1. I'll have bets. I'll be here. Make sure notifications are on in case I have some more pregame bets, maybe earlier. And yeah, I do have a Toronto Tempo WNBA game to watch tomorrow night, but it's against the Minnesota Lynx, but I might have to watch the highlights there. I don't miss many Tempo games. Much love, Zach Zaid, and everyone else here. EWM community, Digital Pronounce, Jay Darby, Bitsy, my bro Mike as well. I appreciate all of you for the super chat donations. LJ, Andre Rogers. It won't let me even refresh the chat. That's very unfortunate. I have to. I can see the ones at the bottom. Will Sotang, Zach Zate. Enjoy your night, everyone. It's My Guy Knows a Guy here on my Sports Predictions channel. And remember, the best is yet to come. Join my free Discord group chat. Follow me on social media. All of that good stuff. My Discord's pinned in the chat. I'll see you next time. Enjoy your night, everyone. You guys are the sharpest chat on earth. That was fun. See you.